Hey, gamers! Welcome back to a brand new DSP video. Now, DSP had his little Halloween marathon. I may go over the marathon stuff. There was maybe just one thing I want to focus on, but I decided to not really. That's not going to be the heart of the video. It's this podcast because you would think, right? After this marathon, DSP would, I don't know, act on focus on the positive aspect of the marathon, like, oh, you guys showed up, you guys supported the stream, and you all had a good time in the end. But of course, DSP can't really do that like a normal person because it's the guy. So let's listen to this. Let's listen to this.
Thank you, thank you. We're already over a third of the way to our goal for today, and I appreciate that. Okay, all right. So, here's the deal with the marathon. Right, here's what's actually been going on.
All right.
That I feel is actually a positive thing. In the last year, support for my regular streams has skyrocketed. What do I mean by that?
In the past year, right? So obviously this includes when he went to Kino Casino. Now this is like the tipping point of it. I just don't know what is the relevance of even talking about the whole year, right? Why talk about from 2024 to now about your support? Who cares, right?
I mean that I'm regularly hitting my goals now. Like, it's actually more of a...
And again, we are ignoring the fact, and I like he says regularly, there are days where he doesn't hit the goal, but he's just willfully ignoring all of the, guys, let's hit the goal, guys, come on, let's hit the goal, guys, hello, guys, the goal, look at the goal, guys, like, he does that all the time. And this is what's kind of funny. I don't know if he said it here, but he said it somewhere. I think it was I want to say it's during the Wings interview, but some point this month or October, I should say, whatever. DSP talks about how the Kino Casino gave him his confidence back, and this was a thing that was like sitting in the back of my mind for a while, right? What kind of confidence did he get, right? Like think about it. Think about it, right? Before he was at least like, look, I'm just asking you, I'm telling you I have financial responsibilities to pay bills and do this and do that. That's why I'm asking for support, blah, blah, blah. And he would say that, like he said after the fact, that he was begging because he needed it to make a lot of money or whatever. But at that time, he kind of knew that it was a little much to continuously harp on money. Like he said, I would never just talk about money, guys. I would never stop the stream and like just pester you about money and blah blah blah. And then like he attributes that Kino Casino has given his confidence back, and then after that just shamelessly just starts demanding money. Like it is so wild. So Kino Casino gave him the confidence to just demand money. Who the fuck would say that? Like, and I know what he may defend this with is, I didn't say that. He is misconstruing what I'm saying. He's misrepresenting my self-confidence. Like because he's probably gonna spin it like I'm being self-confident, like streaming and this and that. My guy, you have been streaming, making content since 2008 or whatever the fuck. Like, that makes no sense. It just doesn't make sense. He streams, like, even in like 2016, 2015, 2016, whatever, he was streaming for a majority of the time. 2018, he streamed 6 times a week, right? All this stuff. He's been streaming consistently. And that's like a selling point. What confidence did you lose, dude? I just love he acts as if like before Kino Casino, he would be like, he would not stream for months, and he'd be like, hi guys, welcome to the streams. Like that, he acts as if he was doing that, like he was like as if he was cowering in fear. He wasn't. He wasn't, and he acts as if he was. And then like Casino came along, and suddenly he gets his confidence back, and the only thing that changed in his content from before Kino and after Kino was that his begging has just been demanding. His begging evolved into demanding money and getting more entitlement. Like, that's all it is. And I can't believe, I just can't believe he thinks this is good content and this is positive content. Like, I could kind of just do another talking video about it. It's insane. Like, that's the self-confidence he got, and that he was so grateful from Kino Casino. He got his confidence back, guys. Now he could just look into the camera and say, guys, give me money. Guys, I need memberships. Guys, where the fuck is the kick support? You guys didn't do shit today. Where is it? Give me money. And you also tend to forget, right? That this is the guy that fucking mocked Bad Bunny. She changed her name. Bad Bunny, not the streamer, not the rapper, whatever. About how she said, "A Twitch sub is $5." And again, honestly, you look at that compared to what DSP does every day, you would be like, why the fuck are you bitching about that, my guy? This is the guy that's begging for $150 total. She was just saying that a Twitch sub is $5. She was just bitching saying that the sub is cheap or whatever. That is way different than this person saying, guys, where's the support? I don't get where the fuck are these like little clip channels that's gonna ram his ass about, guys, this streamer is being very demanding to his audience. But here's the kicker. His legacy, when it's not fucking jerking it, it's fucking begging. That's where DSP is. Like, if he really wants to say that, like, people have moved on from the fappening and all that shit, fine. But guess what they're gonna move on to from that? Oh, the beggar! And they wouldn't even be wrong. They wouldn't be wrong. Now, of course, he's gonna say, well, I don't do it all the time. I don't do it this way. But you could just tune in to a stream that's under $50 in total, and he will gladly remind you that, guys, there's been lacking of support of this. I've never heard a streamer or a content creator or whatever specify the revenue that's low. The only time I've ever heard that was either when someone made a video that is like a skit or whatever, and they're just offhandedly saying, yeah, we worked on this and we thought this would perform better, but it didn't. Or they would say that, oh, this merch did not sell well. But here's the key difference, though. These are things that are actually like work, and it takes effort. And all this other stuff that takes time. He just sits on his ass and plays games. Very different like perspectives, and they don't do it as often either. They don't just do it like every day. But whatever.
For rarity that I don't hit a support goal than that I do. And it didn't used to be like that. All right. It used to be, wow, it's rare if I actually hit the full goal. And because of that, things were tighter. I couldn't afford to just buy a whole bunch.
Again, remember when this little goal system went from streaks to goals, because he said, well, we shouldn't have the pressure of every stream needs to hit the goal. We can have this so that we can celebrate the goal whenever we hit it, right? And yet, there has been more of a push and a squeeze to his audience ever since he shifted to that model. It is insane. Like, I don't even remember the streak system being this predatory. And it's way more. It's way more. If one stream doesn't hit, like this happened recently. This happened last week, I think. One of the streams during the week, he had a double goal. A double goal. He does the night stream. It doesn't hit the goal. Guess what happens the next day? Guys, we should make up for the goal we didn't hit last night. My guy, you hit 2 goals yesterday in one stream. And he's like, yeah, we should make up for the stream behind. Fuck off! You did, bitch! Like, and he thinks this is normal behavior. Like, oh my god, like the entitlement this dude has gained is insane. The vet streak is like the most humble version of his entitlement complex, and since then it has just gotten worse. He got humbled with the $50 being a successful stream thing. That was him being humbled. And now Kino Casino gave him his confidence of being entitled again. At some point, I'm praying to Lucifer that this dude will have to be humbled again. That I want to hear from his fucking gouty ass mouth. Guys, $30 is a successful stream, and it's great. It's great. $30 is great. I want that or $50. That's what I want to hear from this fucker again, because this dude is so fucking like lame and so entitled to money, and it's like it is so gaudy and tacky and all the bad words you can think of.
Bunch of games on a whim whenever I wanted to. I couldn't buy a new accessory or thing that I needed for my setup, right? I couldn't do the things I needed to do and have the financial freedom because I just wasn't making enough to do that. Now I am. All right. And again, thank you so much. If ever there was a time, a month to say thank you.
This is another thing. Get ready. Get ready for the most fakest version of DSP you can get. Thanksgiving and Christmas. The 2 holidays where DSP will, like, fucking assault you with his fake personality of, I'm so thankful, you guys are so amazing. Ah. And then, like, in January, yeah, guys, where's the fucking money? Where's the fucking money? That's DSP in a nutshell. This dude will tell you how thankful he is, but then will say, I'm not turning on the fucking highlighted messages, bitch. So thankful. Yeah, you're so fucking thankful. This dude gets like $1 to go, oh, thanks for the dollar. Yeah, so great.
It's Thanksgiving month here in the United States. Thank you all for doing this for me.
And I love that he keeps looking at the fucking camera. It's like, look how thankful I am. This is the same fucker that says, how dare corporations talk about donating to charity. This is just like that. It's actually more like self-centered, because at least these companies that brag about charity, they're actually giving to an organization that will probably benefit the people that they're donating for, right? Meanwhile, this dude is getting money from his fucking fans. It's like, I'm so thankful in this holiday where we're thankful. That is so genuine. That is the best time to show you how genuine you are. Wait until the holiday about being thankful to say thank you. Oh my god, this dude. And even when he's thankful in other like months, it's just hard to take him seriously. This is the thing that's like a little like difficult for DSP to really genuinely improve, because you can't take him by his word. He lies. He just has a lot of bad faith energy. Like, you can't take him seriously. Like, he has been willfully lying to his audience multiple times, taking people for granted all the time. Like, this dude takes his own fucking whales for granted. Like, it's insane.
We're doing this very positive thing for me and my family in the last year, and up in the levels of support. You guys are amazing.
And again,
right?
Like, he's only ever thankful. Like, again, when he was making $50 a stream, that dude never was thankful to his audience. And even then, just remember, the $50 support was only counting tips. So who knows the total that he was making off of memberships, off of ad revenue, off of this or that. And it is insane. He doesn't even count resubs or rememberships, because, well, I don't know what it actually charges. My guy, Jade, has been renewing his membership every month. He's clearly paying for it. Why don't you just tally it when the message shows up? Why does it have to clear the same? Like, it makes no sense. And he never does it. He never adds when he finds out when these fucking memberships actually clear or whatever, he never adds it anyway. What is the point? And this dude has 3 channels that has active support, and he gets active support on Patreon. But guess what, guys? He hid the amount of money he makes on Patreon, because that's what honest people do. He doesn't want you to know what passive income he gets on fucking Patreon. Why do you just turn it off? Oh no, he can't turn that off, because that's another revenue that he can just milk from. This is why the only way he'll ever leave Kick, he will just have to be kicked off the platform. Like, they would have to turn off the money sink for him at that point, because he gets passive income. If he could make a penny on any site, he'll keep that site open. Like, that requires no effort. The merchandise required a little bit of effort because he had to sell actual merch, and it was also being run by some other party, and they didn't want to continue probably, so he let it lapse. But if they were like, we'll leave it open forever and ever until we all die, he would gladly leave it open, and never touch it. That's the kind of guy he is. He just wants his passive income to continue, because this dude knows how to squeeze pennies. He is so penny incentivized. So he's staying on Kick. The only way he'll ever leave is literally, if they just say, okay, you're not going to make any money on the site anymore. Then he'd stop. Then he'd say, okay, fuck it. But guess what? He's able to milk quarters. He'd keep it open. This dude tells you every day how YouTube ad revenue is nothing, a pittance, and all this shit, but he will still tailor all his content behind fucking ad revenue. Oh, well, this will mute the stream. This will mute the videos on demand. Okay.
Right? So here's the thing. Because my normal streams are doing so well, regularly, I mean, we're hitting goals. We're doing multiple DSP tries in a week at this point, right? Now, when I do a marathon, okay, it's just not that big of a deal. And what do I mean by that? Well, it used to be, well, Phil streams every day and he does okay, but he doesn't hit his goals all the time. But then when he does a marathon, that's the time when there's rallying. And Phil will usually have a giant goal set for a marathon. He'll be saying he's trying to hit $1,000.
No. The only time he has ever tried to hit $1,000, I want to say the Save the House stream was that. But that also had like an insane amount of money. But these are during specific time periods that were very specific. The other marathons that were not surrounded by taxes and all this was just like, I don't know, like, I guess generally you could argue $1,000, but I kind of don't even think that's the case, because when you watch like the previous Halloween marathons, I don't remember them being ever saying $1,000. He was mostly looking for like, hey, just as long as you make enough money to make up for the 2 streams, basically. Like, that's all he was aiming for, usually. And then, like, when you go back to like the marathon that he was doing Stellar Blade in, the Christmas marathon, he was saying how he had a soft goal of, I want to hit $600, let's say. I don't know the exact amount. I don't remember the exact amount, but it was like 600, right? Whatever. Let's say it was 600. He had hit 600. Okay, guys, let's get to 700. That's my actual goal. He hit 700. Okay, my real goal was 800. Like, he would just move the goalpost regardless during that marathon. Like, these goals were self-imposed on him for no reason, and he makes the same amount of money anyway. This is just, like, in short, coping. He's coping for the fact that he wasn't getting like constant whales. But here's the other key thing about these marathons, that some people, like, you've just been noticing them more. I want to say it was whatever Christmas marathon that he announced the whale tail gin. I don't think it was last year. It might have been the year before that, but he did as a, see guys, I showed my detractors that I'm not supported by whales. That's why I got the whale tail gin. And he'd hold the bottle up and do all that kind of shit. Like, that's what he was doing a lot. Bragging how it was okay that he wasn't getting a lot of money and this and that. And this is just another form of that. But the birthday stream this year, he was like, guys, I hope I can hit 3,000 to dunk on the casino, guys. We made a lot of money during that. I want to make more than that on positive content. He never did. He never did. He never did. And now he's just coping saying, yeah, it doesn't matter that I don't hit my goals. Because this is what he does anyway. If he can't do something, this is Sour Grapes in action. Because if he can get something, he'll just say, yeah, I didn't need that anyway. Look at me, I'm cool. Oh, yeah, I missed out on buying this figure. Yeah, I didn't need that figure anyway. I get to save my money. It's fine. I didn't need that figure anyway. That's DSP in a nutshell. And it's just ironic that he's the most sour grapes guy on the planet, and he misuses that term like nobody's business.
Today or $2,000 today for some reason. And then his viewers will rally and support him and he'll hit and crush the goals and oh my God, it's a celebration, right? Well, now I do marathons every month. I didn't used to do that. I literally
He did actually used to do that. He actually did. Back when he announced that he was making the marathons free, he made them. I want to say this is during the Argentina membership craze, but I don't think it is. But he made them. He did these marathons once a month for free before. He then hid them behind goals once he started doing the Oh man, like the timeline, it's getting so hazy at this point because I want to say it was the King streak that re-implemented goal incentivized marathons or whatever. Like, oh, if you hit 5 goals, we'll do 50 goals. We'll do a marathon, and I think that's what it was for. Yeah, you know what? It was that. It was during that time. Like it was either like during that year of him joining the casino or maybe a little bit before, whatever. But he would say, well, every 50 goals, we'll do a marathon. Or every 100 goals, we'll do a viewer's choice, whatever. Like, that's what it was. Now, I've said this before, right? When he made these marathons free, like, this is back when I think he was dropped by Twitch. So he couldn't do Twitch sub goals anymore. And the membership goals were just kind of whatever. So he was like, you know what? I'm just going to do these goals, like, for these marathons for free. He dropped viewers' choice because of that. When he started doing these like 50 goal milestones and 100 goals, we'll do a viewer's choice. Notice that the marathon that introduced Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 into the mix, he immediately decided, okay, yeah, we're doing marathons for free, so therefore we can get rid of viewer's choice. Because get a load of this. This may shock the newcomers. He hates playing games his fans nominate. It's so obvious. This has been a thing since he was on Twitch. He got in arguments with Pineapple Head. If you remember Pineapple Head, you know what I'm talking about. The fucking Stardew Valley stream at that time. He was arguing with Pineapple Head about how this game sucks. And he's like, and this and that. Like, he was being very passive aggressive about every game he was playing that year. And it's like, this is a constant thing. And this naturally makes his marathons bad and worse and shitty. And it keeps happening. So he does Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. He did not like the game for whatever. He just wanted to hate it, to be honest. And was like, you know what? I don't want this to happen again. I'm just going to do marathons again and not do viewer choice ever again. And look what happens. Now we get these dumbass fucking marathons that are just guided to reduce the damage of viewers nominating games, because now these marathons have the thought of like, you can nominate games but they're not guaranteed to be full playthroughs. They could become full play, like, it's very like silly. It's just so that they can all be guided into games that he wants them to nominate for a little bit easier. He can kind of guide their hands easier, because viewers choice was a little too broad. You know, for a while, like back when he was on Twitch, when he did Viewer's Choice, people kept nominating JRPGs to a point where he decided to ban them indefinitely. He never really lifted that ban. So then with this, it's like, you know what? I don't want them to have this much choice anymore. So we'll just do marathons that are themed, so that way they can like be guided into what I want them to do. For the most part, like it can reduce the damage. And that still will not be good enough to him to not be a little baby about whatever games that his dumb fuck fans want him to play.
I literally do a marathon every month now, right?
Like
It's a fun
this isn't unique anymore. He did these marathons for free before. And I want to say he did them for free when he was making $50.
celebratory event for sure. It is. But at the same time, it's not like it used to be. You guys are supporting me so well all the time that it's not a big deal to get insane goals and rallied support when I'm doing a marathon. Like, for example, on Friday, did regulars come by and support? Yes, they did.
Okay, he says this, but uh, just look at the streams that the goal is not hit. Just watch how he acts. Again, why did he turn off the highlighted messages? Why? Oh, so he can use it as a begging tactic. It's another tool in the arsenal that's not working because it makes no sense. He's saying that he said that he got rid of the highlighted messages and he won them back. He got to support the streams again because he thought that the highlighted messages would de-incentivize people to support. That makes no sense. He wasn't reading the highlighted messages. When he first enabled it, that was an issue, sure, because he was actually reading the highlighted messages as if they're shoutouts. But then, like, he turned them off because of trolling. He turned it back on, and he didn't really shout them out at all. And he ignored them. So how the fuck were they disincentivize? And this is the other thing. When he had the Panay points, he was talking about this on Twitch, saying, like, I don't see the point. Wouldn't this affect people from subscribing to channels if they could get the emotes for free, if they could just get the channel points? Makes no sense because you can only use them on the channel itself. You can't go to like another channel with that at all. And I don't think he ever allowed the Penne points to be used to unlock emotes at that time. I don't think he ever did because of that. He thinks offering these free things would be like uh would affect people supporting him. No. Like I was initially trying to set up this little like addition to my stream. They call it Tangia, but I gave up on it. I didn't understand it, so I said fuck this and I moved on with my life. But I wanted to add that because it looked kind of funny. It looked like kind of like I could add more stuff to the stream and people can like do whatever, but I couldn't figure it out. I was talking to someone on my stream about this, and then there's like, I'm not paying for that. I'm like, you don't have to pay for these things. Like, the stuff that I offer already on my channel, they're gonna remain. Like, I would not remove that because it's like, that's fine. Because the only reason why I wouldn't remove that is because there's a limit on my end on how many sound alerts I can add to the program I use. I have to renew it, to be honest. Like, I have to like refresh it, and I'm just lazy on that part. But I've only allowed like I think like 5 alerts in this program for free because I'm not subscribing to this program at all. So it's like, okay, that's gonna stay the same regardless. This is just more stuff that may cost a little bit more money, but I'm not changing like anything like that. That's it. And it's like I didn't see this as like, oh, the free alerts is gonna disincentivize people from doing that. It's like, no, if they want to support, they can. This is just another option to do more stuff if they want to. Like, that's all it is. Like, in reality, like, it's just options. That's how I see it. Because again, if people watch your streams and if they want to support, they're gonna support. I'm not gonna like force people to do that. Nobody should. And yet you go to this guy's streams and he's like, guys, where's the kick support? I have $100 right now. Where's the kicks? Where's the kicks? And it's like, you think that makes me seem grateful? This dude's like, I'm so thankful. He could be sitting at like $100 and he'll be saying, where's the kick support, guys? Where the fuck is the kick support?
But did they all combine support? No. Some regulars were missing, and that's okay, because they're coming by during my regular streams to support my content anyway. So why do I care if they showed up for the marathon if I'm already well supported on the streams? I don't. There was a time when things
But that is true just in general with everything else. Like this is like really dumb.
weren't so good. And those marathons were like key things for me and my business that please let this marathon go well with support so that I can, make ends meet and maybe we could hit this goal and do something special. But it's not like that anymore. Now I just give you a marathon every month, regardless of the fact if we hit goals or not. We just do one anyway. Okay?
Yeah, because he wants the goals to just be about food. There's no date. It's low risk because it's food. Who cares? There's no planning. There's no like, oh, people gave him X amount of money to do this marathon. The marathon sucks. Now the marathon is free, so it's like nobody can generally complain. It's just lame. Like, marathons are whatever. Like, I like it's lame in the sense that it's just another safety bubble for him to not get any criticism about the fucking uh, stream, the marathon quality, because the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 was so phenomenally bad that he was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do your choice anymore. And the option to get rid of it is to make these marathons free. That way he can't do that because it's like, well, why would I play a game that people want if you're not paying for it, right?
Okay. And it's different. It just is. It's different. But the thing is, don't tell that to my detractors because
Oh my god.
goals or not, we just do one anyway.
Now, you would think, okay, fine. End it here, right? He could just say, yeah, you guys come by, you support forever, and you love me and my content. Like, that is all he could say. Like I would have made a video if it was just this. Like, this is like normal, like, whatever, for the most part. Like, this is the most average DSP brag you could get. Like, it is so funny to me that I feel in the past, even the vest streak was not this inflammatory towards trolls. Like, there was like only one vest celebration where he was like, the vest is a symbol, but that's at least, like, sure, it's like that we'll never give up, blah blah blah, but that's at least like more than just talking about trolls. Like, whatever. And yet now he has been hitting goals more and more, and it just seems that he's more fixated on talking about trolls and how the trolls are reacting to him making money. Dude, I don't give a fuck. The problem that people have with your streams is the fact that you can't just get money and shut the fuck up about it. Like, this is just tacky behavior. Like, again, he always portrays himself as, I don't see myself better than you. I see myself as a normal guy. I just want to play games. He gets money. Yeah, guys, look at me. I'm playing games and you guys are giving me money. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. And
like, it's just like May 1st all over the place every time.
It just is. It's different. But the thing is, don't tell.
And then he kisses the mic because that's what it is. Again, he thinks this is like funny, but it just, I've not seen anyone go up to the mic and look like this because they just know it looks dumb. Like, it just looks so dumb. And this specific frame, oh my god, this you can literally do something with this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the hand is right there, too. The hand is there, the mic is there, the head is there, you got everything there.
Tell that to my detractors because they don't understand it. They're stupid. And to them, they look at a marathon like Friday, and they'll actually say something this dumb. Ready? They'll say, Phil only made over $600.
But that's how much he usually makes on these marathons. Like, you could probably go back to a previous marathon last year, the year before that, or whatever the fuck, and find the marathons to make the same amount. Like, this isn't new. The reason why people are like dogging on him making 600 is because he made such a big deal back in like the birthday stream that he wants to make 3,000. Was that some kind of psyop? Was that just him trying to make us like focus on that, and then that's not his real goal? Like, come on. But then again, why talk about the trolls? You're thankful for your dumb fuck fans to support you, and then you're so thankful you just have to talk about the trolls. And I thought you shouldn't give them attention. I love he tells Wings in his dumb fuck interview, Wings, you have people that love you. Don't talk about the trolls. You should talk about to your fans. And look at this guy. He can't even follow his own fucking advice. But he gets so butthurt that Wings did not like fucking adhere to his fucking regimen. Wings, you didn't start drinking water until your body realizes water is delicious. Man, imagine this dude has Aspen Gold on his fucking streams, and he's like, Aspen Gold, I have some advice for you, okay? After the stream, step one, right after, go to the shower, turn it on, get some soap, get some shampoo, start washing yourself regularly, not tomorrow, not next year, right now. And after you take a shower, I want you to clean your room, okay? Pick your stuff up, put it in a big hefty bag, and take it outside and throw the fuck out, okay, Aspen Gold? That's what he do. That's what he do. That's what he'd do if you would have him on. But then Aspen Gold would not do that because Aspen Gold thinks like it's part of evolution to not watch yourself or whatever. So like that he's gonna start bitching about Aspen Gold not taking showers. I told him to take a shower and he did it. What the fuck?
On his marathon on Friday. What a win for us. Well, first off, you have to understand how stupid they are for saying that because guess who only made over $600 on his marathon on Friday. What a win for us.
DSP does nothing but talk about how he wins meaningless things that he makes competitions for him to win.
Well, first off, you have to understand how stupid they are for saying that because guess what? I didn't just make $600. I made $600 of live stream support. I made KCI.
Okay, so if he made all this money, right? Why was he so deathly afraid to do that corpse game? Now, of course, you could argue, well, because it would demonetize the stream. Okay, he still has kick support and he has tip support, like, and also he could just restart the stream like he did before. Like, I don't it was the first game. Like, sure, it would be a little ridiculous, but it wasn't like he had like the entire world watching when he started that marathon.
IP income for people watching me.
And I love that he brings up the KCIP income. This is income that DSP talks as if he makes like pennies on. But again, any penny is a pretty penny in his eyes, so it doesn't matter. So if he's still making all this money, why didn't he want to do that game? And that game he unfairly criticized because he was like, how is it scary? He didn't even play it. He just stared at walls all day. And he's like, yeah, how is that scary? You didn't even play it, dude. You were too scared to no, it was a horror game. Not the way he thinks it was. It's scary. It's horror because he was scared to play it because he thought he was going to lose his income. The scariest thing in his life. A game may make him no money.
Me on Kick. I made ad revenue for people watching me on YouTube. And all the videos also give me residuals for that marathon.
Oh, he makes residuals. Okay. So then why... But this residual thing has been true for years. Back when he was about to lose his DSP gaming channel. Like during that time, because of Google Plus or whatever, he said, guys, you don't understand. My entire income is based on the residuals of my old videos that I keep making. And blah, blah, blah. Okay. So okay, that makes sense to be very, very concerned. He gets the channel back, and then that little piece of lore completely out the window, as if we were supposed to forget that doesn't happen. Because he was like, guys, tips, guys, give me tips. And then suddenly, like with Kino Casino, he suddenly decided to accept all support into the goals. And yet he still doesn't count the residuals that he makes anyway. So again, you just have to ask, is 10K a month that outlandish of an estimate that he makes? Like, because I remember when this was a hot new theory that people were spreading around to the point where DS was like, I don't make 10K a month. And I don't remember if the Twitch leaks that happened confirmed that even, but at this point, is it that hard to believe that he makes 10K a month if he's so adamant on the residuals making him money and all this stuff happening all at once? So it's like, really, if that's the case, then why even bother with goals? Why be so why have the, like, oh my god. Then why is the goal so inflated? Because again, back when he was making less money, $50 like I don't understand the pigonomics here. When he was making less money, $50 was good. He's making a lot of money now. So the goal stays at 150. Why doesn't he lower the goal then? If he makes a lot of money. This is the kind of like greedy business ideas that CEOs have. Well, we're making a lot of money. Why the fuck would we lower game prices? Why the fuck would we give our workers a livable wage if we were making a lot of money? That's kind of dumb. We need to hoard more money, dude. So we gotta keep increasing the prices sometimes, or nickel and dime the customer more. Because why would we do that otherwise? And yet DSP will say, gosh, I'm not greedy at all. So then why don't you lower the fucking goals then? Why keep him at 150? Why not make him $50? Why not make him $80? Why not make him $100? Like, why does it have to be $150 specifically?
So even though you may think he only made 600, well, that was 600 of crowdfunding support that day, but there was actually a lot more that was made behind the scenes that no one will know about, okay? But in addition, you have to take a look at the week streams. I'm doing really good.
And again, a lot of these people that are saying that he's failing with these goals, they could very well just be giving him shit, just trolling him, like, oh yeah, what a failure, because they know they get a reaction like this. You can always get a reaction from, but again, I don't remember a lot of people saying it was a failure because of the tips goal. I've only seen people say it's a failure in the sense that he played games badly. Like the Left 4 Dead segment. Dude, that entire part was like a fucking cartoon show. Like a lot just loud noises, and you couldn't hear him talk. And then you got the troll, fat cat, fat cat, fat cat. Beg more, buddy.
The day before, for Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, I hit 3 goals. Earlier in the week, I was hitting multiple goals for multiple streams.
Right. So then, why were you demanding people to make up for that Ninja Gaiden 4 stream that didn't hit the goal then? It's almost like nothing matters. Like, you'll still beg to make up for the missing stream. Like, again, he's saying like, yeah guys, I make a lot of money. Okay, so he misses the goal one stream. He starts the next stream saying, guys, let's make up for the goal for last night. We didn't hit the goal last night. Let's make up for that. Let's double the goal. Like, that's all he talks about is hitting the goal, hitting the next goal, doubling the goal, tripling the goal. Like, that's all he does. Like, it's just, even when he was going through a bankruptcy, I don't remember him being this fucking greedy. He would get $100, and then that would be it. He would not beg anymore. And the worst case scenario was literally just clown mode. And that's it. Now you get clown mode, begging, and like entitlement. Like, this is fundamentally worse. And again, he's gonna say, well, you're just salty because I'm making money. No, dumb fuck. Your personality is a problem.
Now, admittedly, there was a couple streams that were on the slower side as well, but overall, I'm doing way better than I had been previous. So it's just hilarious because I think what it is people are in this mentality that when Phil does a marathon, people have to absolutely show up and rally thousands of dollars of support. And if not, the marathon's a failure. It couldn't be further from the truth. It used to be the
Okay, so what's he gonna say, right? If the next marathon makes less than $600, let's say it makes $200, what's he gonna say? And again, during that marathon, he was saying, "Guys, support has slowed down." Like he was begging a lot during it. This is just cope. It's very easy to just to like this is just sour grapes. You're trying to not give the trolls a W by saying that you were okay with this. Meanwhile, admitting that you made a lot of money, so it doesn't matter. Okay. I mean, again, I don't think his audience clearly doesn't give a fuck. This dude was spending money on a mobile game, and these people still gave him money. This dude thinks that his audience gives a fuck in weird ways when they really don't care.
the marathon was my desperate attempt to raise funds. Now the marathon is literally just a celebration of success.
This is so like dumb because the marathons that he was doing, like let's keep it in perspective. The two things he brings up a lot is the like the tax streams, like, oh, let's hit the goal to pay my taxes. These were specific streams that he openly called fundraisers, or raising of funds, because he couldn't say fundraisers on Twitch, but he said raising of funds or whatever the fuck. That it was just to hit the goal for the taxes. But every other marathon that wasn't that, he said it was to celebrate hitting the goal, because these marathons were hidden behind a Patreon goal, a Twitch sub goal, and he would say these are celebrations. He would get criticism saying, "You are paywalling the marathon." That was a thing that a few times, very rarely, people called him out for the Christmas marathon. He would put the Christmas, think how crazy this sounds. He put the Christmas marathon behind a paywall. He would say, "Oh, if we hit this goal, we'll do the Christmas marathon." And then people are like, "Well, so why did you paywall?" I'm not paywalling it. It's so that if we hit the goal, we can celebrate by having a Christmas marathon. If we don't hit the goal, then we'll just do what you guys want and just stream normally or whatever the fuck. It was some weird explanation. It's the same shit with the Rock Band marathon. Guys, the Rock Band marathon's not paywalled. It's bullshit. But he would say these marathons were all celebrations. His words are meaningless. Meaningless.
Yes. I'm already doing well, so let's just have a good time together. I'll dress up in a silly costume. We'll play the horror games you guys want to see me play. It doesn't matter how much I actually raise during the marathon because I'm already doing good. But that's something that detractors won't get through their heads because
Wait, what?
play. It doesn't matter how much I actually raise during the marathon because I'm already doing good. But that's something that detractors won't get through.
Again, it's great he's saying this now, after the fact, especially when we got $600. This is money he doesn't see normally, right? So what would he say when he gets $100 or $150 for a marathon? Would he still say this? I don't know.
Get through their heads because they have to spin the narrative that I'm always failing, I'm always losing, I'm always broke. They have no fucking clue what they're talking about because they're all genuinely jealous.
Don't worry, DSP. Nobody thinks you're broke. Nobody believed you when you said you were even back then. It's very obvious that you make enough to live where you are, because again, if he was truly scraping at the walls for money, I don't think he'd be streaming. But at the same time, he can't do anything else.
They wish they were me. They're pissed that I'm still successful, despite the fact that now it's been, over half a year since the Kino Casino stuff. I'm well removed from those jokers, and
But you needed them to get to where you are now, though. Like, he's gonna argue so much about how he's above them and this that, but no, dude, you rolled around in the mud with them. Like, you can't brag about this. The only people that could is people who are actually in the gutter that started off like doing like seedy work, whatever the fuck, that went from that into doing like honorable work, and they worked their way up into like a good position. Then those people can like brag at all they want about that because of where they were living. You were already, according to yourself back then, were successful. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. But and yet you ran into the mud. You rolled around with them, and then you're like, I got what I needed. But the thing is, you had to do that to do that. This is like a dude who had an office job. You know, he's making fine money, whatever. But you know, he wants to move up a tax bracket. He wants to be the 1%. But instead of like trying to like move within the company he's in, he decides to sell his body, sell his organs, go to prostitution, sell drugs, roll around in the mud, do all this like shitty shit to get money, and then get rich. Like, huh? Where's your dignity, dude? And this is the same guy, mind you, within the same week when he asked Wings, are you gonna go back to Lockout Live? And the second Wings said that he's not opposed to it. This dude, like, gave a very visual disappointment. He was like, okay, man. Well, and he kind of like belittled him. He demeaned him, saying, well, why would I want to work with Wings when he's willing to go back to Lolcow? And he demeaned him for doing that. But I thought what if he just wants to get the payday like you did? And again, this is the behavior he fucking craps on. He calls like all these other, he's so quick to call all these people grifters. But he's a grifter himself. People like don't believe his little story about him snaking the casino, and it's very clear he wasn't. But even if we decide, yes, Phil, you did snake them, that makes him look like a grifter. He pretended to be invested in Kino Casino. He only was in there to get some kind of gain from them, and then shifted and dropped off of it, and acted as if he moved on from that. This is what grifters do. You see someone like that pushes something, that thing gets accomplished, but then they realize this thing actually sucks. Well, I can't just own up to it and say, yeah, I'm just gonna transition to another fucking grift. That's what he's doing. He did the Kino Casino grift. He got some financial gain, and then he decided that the headache wasn't worth it. He moved on. Like, it doesn't bode well when the only reason he even left in the first place was his own chat had to tell him, hey Phil, you know that PPP is making fun of your wife? I think you should stand up for yourself. He's like, okay, I agree. Didn't do that on his own. It took the fucking stream chat to tell him to do that. And this dude thinks that he is so above everyone.
And I'm still doing great. In fact, it was hilarious because the other day someone came on the stream and was starting to freak out. They were like, you never had any success until Kino Casino.
Dude, during this arc, he was literally telling people, I don't want to go back to where I was before with $50 a stream. I don't want to go back to those times. I need to maintain this support and this and that. And that's what he's doing. Like, why else would he keep Kick open and be very laxed on moderation when he knows that these people have given him money? Like, this is just overtly, like, stupid, because this is the same shit he did before, where people would whale him out, and then they would be shitty people in his chat, and he would look the other way. Like, again, all I see was fucking harassing fucking Kevin Bernstein. he was threatening to dox Kevin Bernstein, and DSP was like, Kevin, fucking calm down, okay? Shut up. He sided with OIC, who at the time was fucking threatening to dox Kevin Bernstein. He had nothing to say to that. Same thing with Tut. Tut was like taking all the attention, and DSP was more mad at his own chat instead of Tut. Only until Tut decided to shit on DSP did he decide, okay, that's it for Mr. Tut. Because this guy doesn't give a fuck unless it affects him. And this dude is saying like, yeah, like, listen to this.
In fact, it was hilarious because the other day someone came on the stream and was starting to freak out. They were like, you never had any success until Kino Casino. You never, just regular streams weren't doing well. You weren't hitting your goals. And I'm like, so it's almost like I engineered an event where I would collaborate with people who were going to be my detractors, and I knew it. I worked over their audience. I got exposed to a wider audience in a positive light for the first.
Are you fucking kidding me? This is the cope we're going with? I knew he would say something like this, but I kind of forgot about this. A positive light. Right. You know, from Kino Casino, that people who have an audience of people that are willing to troll whoever Kino Casino trolls, right? Like, all these people that he was mocking them so many times. Oh, these Kino Casino people, they're fucking trolling me because I think he alluded to them being ass kissers of Kino Casino or whatever the fuck. Like, he was shitting on their audience not too long ago. And this dude is like sitting there like, yeah, they put in a positive light. Yeah, so positive. You showed off your underwear, dude. You were dancing for them. Yeah, in a positive light. Dude, they were embarrassing you. Like, I just couldn't believe he went on like he was on Smart Guys and PP was like fucking dogging on him and his wife. And he's like, this is a positive light. Right. Okay. Is that why his entire chat is full of fake fucks? And then he's saying, it's like, yeah, it's like I pulled a heist. No, you fucking didn't. First off, even if you did, what kind of optics does it think it makes you look, dude? You larped in their fucking DMs. You lied about your wife having a terminal disease, which, I mean, who the fuck does that? And this dude, if he's gonna get hit us with the same excuse he did for Boogie, well, there's other people online that lie about their own health. That's not an excuse. I'm Mr. Moral, so I don't take advantage of people. You fucking lied to two grown adults, actually like more because you take into effect of side scrollers, but it's so obvious that it wasn't. He just said he was doing that to get ahead of the DM leaks that Kino Casino was saying that they were going to do, because he knew what he said was dumb. So the best he had was, yeah, man, I lied. Okay, that, like, he has put himself in a lose-lose situation where the only win he got was he got a new revolving door of dumb fucks who will give him money because they think they're trolling him. That is it. That's the positive attention he got. Just people just dumb enough to give this dude money and be taken advantage of, and he won't add it to the goal anyway.
For the first time in many years, I gained.
And again, how is it that he didn't have good exposure in many years? He chose not to do anything. He could have done many things to rehabilitate his image, but he chose not to. The thing is, he put himself in a cage during that time, because there's no way, if he could reach to anyone else, he could have asked like anyone and got the same amount of attention, right? Like, it's just, who the fuck would work with him? Like, because he has no creative idea. Look at the shows he put out when he was with them, the interviews, right? They were all bad. The Wings of Redemption one, the one that was like the pinnacle of bad, had nothing to offer. And this dude's like, yeah, yeah, man, like I did all this work. People find Steam in a good light. He said that when he did the debunk stream on Twitch in 2018. He said that when he did the Side Scrolls interview before their decompression. Even after that, I feel like that he did say that he had positive exposure anyway because of that. It's so nonsensical. And even after all of this, what has he done? What has he done?
Gained extra support for myself, which is all I ever wanted. With that extra support, I then was able to upgrade my setup. And then as soon as I didn't need them anymore because I knew they were toxic douchebags who were going to fucking ruin everything for everyone, I cut the cord.
He didn't cut the cord. He only did it because his chat was like, Phil, you should stand up for your wife. And he's like, I guess I will. It's a given. Like, it is like so funny to me. He's bragging about this when he did like nothing during the peak times when PB was actively shitting on Cat on his own fucking streams. He said nothing. He showed us his refrigerator again. Think about this, right? He doesn't want to do anything in any part of his house for his content. He doesn't want to show. He doesn't want to take any more pictures of Jasper. He doesn't want to show what he's been watching or anything like that because that's personal information. PPP comes around and he's like, "Hey man, look at my refrigerator. Look at all the food I have. Look at the food I'm hoarding. Look at my snack pizzas. All this shit. Constant humiliation." And he's like, "Yeah, man, like I cut the cord." No, you fucking didn't. And he still did smart guys after the fact, and that all revolved around drama, by the way. Like it's nonsense. This is nonsense.
I dumped them and I flushed them like a dirty fucking turd, and now I'm doing well for myself, far removed from their toxic bullshit.
If you go back in the DMs, like the like basically they end on amicable terms, basically, because DSP was like, I you know, look, I can't have you like keep insulting my wife, you know, whatever, blah blah. PB is like, okay, that's fine, you know, the more power to you. It's just that, you know, I wish you did more, whatever. He then goes on and like does that 3-path bullshit, almost in a way to kind of spite PvP, basically. And then of course, like PvP responds back to him saying, "I saw that podcast and it was bullshit. The 3-path," because it was bullshit. Because like it was so like manufactured to validate a path he was already doing anyway. It is so lame how this dude will say, "Yeah, I'm doing way better now." But you look at the content after that, what really improved? Nothing! Because he said, I can either be a shill and I make everything about ads. Okay, well that sounds bad. Or I can do drama and talk about drama all day and be nasty. Okay, that sounds bad. Or I can do what I've been doing regardless. Wow, amazing. And of course, PB's like, this is like bullshit. Like that's just a bullshit cope that you don't want to do anything with this new attention that he got. And he didn't. The viewership has not really grown. The kick viewership has basically stagnated. It has not gone even any higher than before. It's so funny. And he's like, "Yeah, man, this is I did really good. I robbed the casino of what? Just whales? People can support multiple people, and he knows that."
It's almost like I robbed the casino just like I said I did.
But robbing implies that you took something from them that they can't get back. That's what robbing means. Like, if that's like, come on. And he didn't rob anything. He just kind of ripped off their fucking percent because get this dude is a thief. He plagiarizes everything. Nothing he has, nothing in this fucking setup is original. The Level 1 podcast. The idea came from Keemstar. The Devoom came from PPP. His commentary, PPP. The Shore mic, I just only get that mic, and Rich had that mic. So he got the mic. All the LED lights from other streamers. Everything you see, and there's nothing original. Nothing original about this setup at all. This dude is just a skinwalker. This dude sits there all day ripping off other people's memes. The shit pickles from the AVGN. I like everything. Like, I can't think of what is original from this guy. Actually, I know what's original. This is the original content that DSP does. Isn't that very cool and robust? This has never been done before. Don't look at those American posters of Uncle Sam pointing at you. That is completely different. One is propaganda for America. The other is propaganda for Phil. Two different things. Nothing in this dude's content is original. It's like it's generative AI. That's what DSP is. He just takes other people's amalgamation of other people's content, just formed into one guy. There's nothing original. I said this before about when they broke up, when Kano Casino and DSP broke up. The DSP doesn't even need to take PPP's advice in the sense of, oh, he should do drama content. PPP brings up the point, right, that he could diversify his content. He could do more than just gameplay. And DSP could have taken that advice and not necessarily move into drama. He doesn't have to take that advice and go in that direction. He could have taken that advice and go in other directions. But DSP is not fucking creative enough. He doesn't know what that means. And this dude will sit there and say, oh, I am so creative and meaningful. No, he fucking isn't. Nothing here is original. Nothing. The king shit. Guess what? From Kino Casino. Nothing here is original. It's either stolen from basically typical generic streamer shit. Like, oh, we must have a face cam. We must have green screen. We must have this. There's nothing unique about this at all.
And I'm winning. And you can't cope. So you see, then you're angry. Oh, you see, his marathon didn't do well, but it did. Sure, I didn't.
No. To me, the reason why the Halloween marathon was a failure is just the same shit as the other marathons. When he plays a game that he either has no idea on, no opinion on, he plays like a little brat. Look at this. Look at this little segment.
There's plenty more like you. What? What is wrong with this fucking stupid asshole? Why is he insulting me? Move your cursor over them. What is a moodle?
What's a moodle?
To learn about what each moodle means, queasy and peckish. But I can't really read it because he's on top of it because the UI is awful.
I mean, I know what he means, but he says queasy, some things easy. I mean, I guess that. I mean, sure, I can't read that, but whatever, right?
One of the worst UIs I've ever seen in any video game I've ever played in my entire life.
Listen to that. The worst UI I've ever seen in my entire life. Dude, it's just a drop-down menu. Sure, it's not great. It's not the most revolutionary UI, but this is kind of dumb when only one word is blocked off. But does he move the cursor over it? Because maybe you can read it, right?
Better flip your bottle of water. Move next to the sink and right click.
Like, look how he reads this. Go to the sink and right click. But other games like, do the right click, right click. Like, this dude was in such a sour mood playing this. And he says, I don't know much about this. I know that it's very popular. It's a viral sensation. That if it's a viral, like, he plays these games that he knows are a viral sensation with a mentality to hate them. Because this dude wants to be a special snowflake. Like, sure, if he really doesn't like it, that's fine. But, like, again, people have suggested me to watch stuff that I just didn't like. But I'm like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen! It's terrible! You should be embarrassed for liking this! The only time I would ever say this to, like, is for comedic effect.
Equip as primary. Okay. The volume is insanely low. Like, ridiculously low. I cannot hear anything. Walk to the flashing window.
This was after Left 4 Dead 2. Maybe it's because you lowered the volume because of that game? I don't know.
Press E to open it. Okay. Hold E to climb through. No, I see. Hold E to climb through. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Hold the right mouse button. Line yourself up using the right mouse button. Use the circle.
Now watch this. I don't know how the movement works, but look at
the
this.
bottom of the isometric cursor.
Bottom of the isometric cursor. So you see the cursor right there. It's perfectly on screen. Moves this way, so that thing is blocking it. Maybe he should have gone the other way.
Target the head. I can't. Your fucking thing's in the way. You're in the way, you idiot.
So then he goes the other way. So it wasn't that big of a deal. This dude acted as if, like, he couldn't do this. Like, this dude has, like, such a childish mindset. And then, like, he makes this face. It's like a baby when you give him broccoli.
Ugh, I don't like broccoli.
Loot and equip the
But
hunting
you know what?
knife.
I guarantee this dude hated broccoli because on TV, kids hated broccoli. So he went with the meme. Didn't have any general thought of his own. Meanwhile, I like broccoli. I loved broccoli growing up. Broccoli, asparagus, you know, the good shit. But this guy was like, yeah, everyone eats broccoli. I hate it too. Even though I had never eaten it before.
Knife. C to crouch.
I want to get to the part where he drops the game.
Zombies and doing cool things. Remember? Hey guys, remember a few minutes ago when I was playing Left 4 Dead and we were...
This is insane. This dude plays fucking Truck Sim! Truck Sim! And he's like, yeah, man, remember when we played games that had guns and action? I thought, oh, I want to play chill games. I like chill games. And then look at this. And again, these are games that his viewers nominated for. And of course, he's assuming that everyone nominates in bad faith. Now, of course, arguably, that happens. Sure, there are people that may manipulate the polling or whatever, but I don't think it's good optics to act like a giant whiny baby when you play games that a troll may have nominated, right? Why not just say, oh, I don't know, because he played games like this actually, and he played fucking Myst. He played Myst, and he's like, this is a good game, and this, like, it's insane. But he could have just said, like, okay, this, like, you know, this, I guess I see the appeal because of the atmosphere, but it is not for me, and that's it. But he was being so weird about this that he wanted people to hate him for this, so he could ban him. It was like, I said, I was streaming, like, something else during this, and I said that basically, he's acting like this to weed out the people who nominate like this so he could ban them. That's what this is. This is what I mean for years and years and years. That he kind of conditioned and nurtured his chat to be a bunch of people who had no critical thinking skills. He would see people start to ask him actual good questions, then he'd ban them and never unban them and move on. So all he has left are people who are just like, yeah, Phil, I love your shit, and people who are LARPing. Because he spent years and years nurturing this kind of community of people who have no backbones.
We were murdering hundreds of zombies and doing cool things. Remember that? Hey, look, we're playing Project Zomboid now. Look what we're doing.
Like, imagine if people said this about fucking Truck Sim. You know what he'd say?
You're just instant gratification viewer. I like games that are chill and we can interact and we can like rant and drink.
He plays this game and he's like, wow, this is boring. And again, this will also like tell you should be okay with people liking things you don't like. It's okay to like things that I don't like. It's okay for me to like things you don't like. Blah blah blah.
What do they want me to do? Click the large backpack in the loot panel to show interaction options.
Oh, here we go.
You see a large backpack?
So there's something like that's blinking on top, so that's clearly like supposed to teach you like where you're supposed to click. So
You see tank top, strapless bra. Why did he have a strapless bra? Socks, shoes, red spots, pants, and a large silver looped earring. I don't see this. Make sure you're standing over the corpse. Right-click the large backpack in the loot panel. Where do you see a large backpack in the loot panel? Huh?
Huh?
What the fuck are they talking about? Look.
I love that the fucking leaderboard is blocking this, so I can't even see what he's clicking up there.
Huh? Where do you see a large backpack anywhere in any loot panel?
So, okay, so he clicks that.
This is the loot panel. Okay.
Okay.
Got it. Where do you see a large backpack? Right-click the large backpack in the loot panel to show interaction options. There is no large...
Make sure you're sitting. Let's see.
Large
Whatever.
backpack in this loot panel. You see this, right? There's something blinking over here. What is this?
Oh, so then he clicks this, and look where what it says: large backpack. So that's there. There it is. Now you think he's gonna click that? No, this is what he does.
What? What is that? Yo, fuck this game.
Fuck this game. He finds a large backpack and is like, fuck this game. He found it. Like, I don't understand what about this triggered this reaction. Other than he just wanted to move on to the next game. Because he wanted to brag how he was able to play every game that was nominated. Like, it's insane. There's nothing that made sense to me. And I was confused. He finds the large backpack, and then he's like, he acted as if like the game like said Fat Cat is my waifu or some shit.
This game is fucking unplayable. You can't see anything. And the tutorial's awful. Fuck this piece of shit. I'm not gonna waste time on it. It's garbage. $13. Viral sensation. The game is ass. It's a piece of...
I've never heard of this game at all. I've never heard this be a viral sensation. This seems kind of incredible glazing on whoever told DSP this was a viral sensation.
unoptimized trash, and I'm not fucking playing it.
Unoptimized trash. Look how mad he is about this. Like, you could just say, like, oh, this is not for me, whatever. But instead, he opts to the baby mode.
I'm gonna play real games. Look what it even did. Look what it did to my Steam. Look what it did. How do I fix my Steam now? Look what it did. How do I get this full
Man, this
screen
dude
now?
is it's freaking out.
Look at, what happened to my text? Yo, the game literally fucked my whole PC up. Oh my. Project fucking Zomboid in 2025. Viral sensation.
Oh my
A
god.
viral sensation, everyone. What an amazing game. Really worth everyone's time to play Project fucking Zomboid in 2025. Look, it doesn't even work. I can't even move my Steam. Look,
Then
I
why
can't go full screen. I can't do anything.
Try
It
quitting.
fucked my Steam up.
It fucked my Steam up.
All right, please do us all a favor. If you want to play old-ass unoptimized games, you could do it. And keep it to yourself. So we can...
Imagine if someone said this about Street Fighter 2.
Oh, why do you play Street Fighter? What? Respect the classics.
This someone says, well, this is a good game. Like, it's old, but it's good. Fuck that. Don't dominate old games. Great idea, guy.
We can play good games. I literally just played Left 4 Dead 4. And yes,
By the way, I love that we have in the little Halloween nominations Project Zomboid. Got it. In M-Side 25 demo. Clover Pit demo. I just love he had to write that down, like he wouldn't realize he has it.
excuse me, Left 4 Dead 2. Obviously, this gamepad wasn't working, but the game played fine. We played for half an hour, had a ton of fun.
Oh,
And there was action, and you shot things, and it was cool. In this game, you slow fucking around in menus, click this, click that, fucking microscopic shit.
Again, he played Baldur's Gate 3. He's played Truck Sim. That's a fun action game.
Can't read tutorials like, fuck this. Stop wasting my time with this garbage.
And again, he hypes these dumb fuck marathons up as, you can expose me to games I don't usually try, and all this stuff. And instead of like thinking like, oh, well, I appreciate that you guys nominated this game and I experienced it, but I don't think it's for me. I don't like the art style. I don't like the graphics, whatever. But it's just kind of silly coming from him, sure. But I mean, whatever. It would be more understandable, and it would probably piss less people off. But again, he's doing this so that he can ban people who wanted this game, so they can never come back in his chat.
Look at this. And now I can't even I gotta close and open my Steam because it's fucked up. I gotta Control-Alt-Delete it because look what it did to it.
Wow.
What a piece of garbage.
What a Herculean effort. He has to quit Steam and reopen it. How does he get dressed in the morning? That's so hard. Dude, closing Steam and opening it is so hard. It's crazy hard. Like, you need a degree to do that.
Wow. I'm really glad that we played that, folks. All right, anyway. Let's hope that the remaining 2 games are good. I'm serious. I have to like Control-Alt-Delete Steam. Steam client. It made them all the wrong resolution. Oh my god, man. Please stop suggesting these terrible fucking games. I mean it. Stop it. Stop, because some fucking streamer played it and a bunch of fucking, we have to suck the balls of the streamer and follow everything the streamer does. We have to play it now. Please.
Okay. How about this, right? So, DSP tells us these big streamers are all shills and they all pretend to love games and blah, 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 blah. They are all paid shills, whatever. But he is Mr. Honesty. He's the realest motherfucker. So, what if these viewers who nominated this game wants to see an honest reaction to the game and all this stuff, but instead they get instead of like that being assumed, he thinks that these people are like nominated this game to fucking piss him off. Or I mean, you can make that argument, but again, I don't see the point in doing that. Just move on. I mean, whatever.
Please stop with this nonsense. Can we play good games that fucking work instead of this garbage shit? Oh my god.
But what if they like the game?
Instant boredom. Same thing with the fucking mortuary assistant game. Stop with the instant boredom PC-only games that no one cares about besides people who suck the balls of streamers, okay?
Okay, that mortuary game, again, I think it's a little uncalled for how much he's shitting on this game when he literally was like, I can't continue playing this because I might get demonetized. Like, he didn't play the game. And he's acting as if he played the game. Like, he didn't even get to it because of that. And he's acting as if, like, it's the game's fault. I'm sorry the game isn't PG-13, Phil, but, I mean, you can't say the game sucks because you couldn't experience the rest of it. And this dude will sit there and say, it's a point-and-click adventure game. My guy, you love Telltale games. Hello? He loved, Everybody Goes to the Rapture, Gone Home, The Walking Dead Telltale series, Heavy Rain, David Cage games. Like, he loves these walking sim games. And then to say that this point-and-click adventure sucks. He liked fucking Myst! Myst!
Okay? Alright, so Slim God did a $2.99 Australian super chat, which is equivalent to $2. Play COD Zombies, Black Ops 3 is the best. Ongoing chill playthrough. It's challenging. The procedural...
Uh-oh.
A $3 tip. Oh, here we go. I believe there are mods that will fix that UI problem. This game will be an amazing ongoing chill playthrough. It's challenging. The procedural generation makes it...
I like that this $3 tipper is so dumb. He thinks that DSP is gonna read this in good faith and with a level-headed mind. Like, the dude is saying, well, I think this could work. You can install mods and it may be a good chill stream. Like, he's trying to be positive, and this is what he gets.
Makes it a unique experience. Don't be discouraged by the difficulty curve. No, I don't want to learn it.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it. No, I don't want. I don't like broccoli.
Like, but this dude wants to learn all these other dumb fuck games. But here's the reality of DSP's fucking streams. He doesn't want any challenge. This dude wants easy shit and get paid for it. It is crazy. This dude will say everyone is a no-load. Everyone just wants easy money. Everyone doesn't want to work for their money. But this dude has complained about every time a game gets too difficult that requires him to put a little bit more effort than pressing A. Oh, the second that you need mods, fuck this. Unless it's mods he wants. But if he needs mods, fuck you. But I want $150 to play games and just have fun. I just want to relax. Like, it just blows my mind. He says that this is his job, but he wants to go to work and relax. I mean, imagine you go to the doctor, and the doctor's like, okay, you have too many problems. I just want to come here and relax, and you're telling me you have all these symptoms? No thanks. Fuck you. I'm dropping you as a patient. Fuck you. Fuck this. I don't want patients like you. Imagine if a doctor did that. My doctor dropped me because I was too much work. Even though, I mean, I guess technically, the health insurance industry is like that. a little political humor for you.
If I boot the game up, it won't display properly on my PC without mods. The game's UI is convoluted, completely complicated.
But he tried to play the Ballad of the Gay Tony with mods. It didn't work. And to suggest, hey, why do you play without mods? It works without mods. He acted as if you told him to like cut his leg off and deal with and not like go to the hospital and like take care of it on his own or some shit. Like it was like you're asking him to do like 1,000 things at once. Like it was impossible, an impossible thing for him to do.
Hate it. It's like, do I want to study 4 encyclopedias to learn how to fucking play this game? No, I don't. Why is it that some games you can just jump right in, you immediately get it, it's like, oh, this is cool. And other games is like, here, clunky this, clunky that, game doesn't fucking work properly. Fuck that. There's a zillion games out there to play. I don't have to waste my time on ones that they can't bother to fucking fix. Especially that game's been out for a decade, and it runs like that. It's a piece of shit. I'm not wasting time on garbage. I have other things to do.
Oh my god.
It really frustrates me. Why do people make these games? Oh, viral.
But look how he's acting like this. So let's say that the devs decide we're gonna patch it and it's gonna run perfectly and great. It's gonna fix all these problems. Guess what?
I don't care. First impressions are everything. Fuck yeah.
So it didn't matter because this guy doesn't care about anything. Like he I mean, Cyberpunk is a go-to example for a lot of people, but then he doubled down on the game has too many sexual innuendos in it or whatever the fuck, which is kind of wild because like it's not like he acts as if like every 5 seconds someone is like sexually assaulting you when that's not even what goes on in that game. But okay.
Viral sensation. No, it's bad. It's a bad game. Stop. Stop making these games viral as fucking sensations. It's garbage. It didn't even run. I couldn't even see. I need fucking magnifying glasses to play the game.
But I thought you have good eyesight though.
All right.
All
We
right.
have 2 games left. Yeah, Clover Pit thing stuff or something. Oh, I'm down for.
Okay. I know he talked to someone else. I don't remember what part of the stream was it here.
Code Oink, have a good night. Thanks for.
I don't know, but dude, Code Oink, dude, he was bitching the entire stream. Like it was so annoying. Like I was streaming this and I was like losing it. Like I would have banned Code Oink. Honestly, this dude was like,
The trolls want you to do this.
the trolls. Dude, this dude was like fucking crying all night, and it's like, dude, fucking grow up. And he's like, yeah, why? Like, I would say that's what makes it a failure. He just did not like really respect any of the choices that his viewers wanted him to play. And again, if he's gonna say, well, it's because trolls wanted me to play that game. Like, so then why give them the fucking clips of you raging, right? Why not just be like, oh yeah, this game, like, it's funny. He doesn't want to do any, like, he doesn't want to play online games anymore. He wants to get rid of the rage content in his stream so that the trolls have no content. He plays the game, he suspects in his little pig brain that, oh, this is a troll nomination. I'm just gonna be shitty and annoying and very passive aggressive about this game. To then give the trolls content. Okay.
I didn't raise $5,000, but all my other streams are doing great. That stream did good. Dude, I raised 4 goals of support in one stream and then some. How can you say that it's bad?
But isn't that basically how many goals he hits in a majority of these marathons? You could argue that these marathons have stagnated, and that's all it is. Like, it's this low effort. You could say, like, even fundamentally, like, I love that this dude is so profit driven, right? He shits on all these other companies that base success on profits, on sales, and all this stuff. He says that, oh, they should be based on the quality, not on how much money is made or whatever the fuck. But this dude looks at a marathon and says, well, I hit 4 goals. That must mean it's good. But what if the body of the marathon isn't good? These marathon ideas, all of the ideas have run its course. It's the same tired trope over and over and over. And the one he's thinking about for Thanksgiving is just another recycled idea. Or it's going to be a modified recycled idea of, like, look at Black Friday deals. Wow. Oh my god. Why go to Wario 64 or Cheap Ass Gamer for that when you can watch this guy? You think this guy knows a good fucking deal when he sees one? Fuck no.
Bad, unless you're actually stuck in the head and you actually believe anything because you just
What?
can't cope with the fact that I'm smarter than you and I actually stuck in the head. And you actually, dude, I raised 4 goals of support in one stream and then some. How can you say that it's bad unless you're actually stuck in the head and you actually believe anything because you just can't cope with the fact that I'm smarter than you?
All this, like, validation, and I don't think smart people tell you how smart they are.
I'm smarter than you.
Okay, then why weren't you able to figure out Project Zomboid? If he's so smart, why couldn't he figure that game out?
And I fucking fooled your ass.
And again, I love he says he's so smart. He did a color puzzle. A puzzle on colors, and it was like, okay, let's look at the numbers. What? So if green plus red is this, then green must be 5, and then red must be like 6, and then what does that mean? Does that equal 5? We must solve for green. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But he's so smart, guys. He took a color puzzle and made it about math. That's how smart he is. That's the genius of Phil.
For 7 months. And now I'm good. And you're in the same miserable fucking spot you've always been, sitting there angry at the world that Darkside Phil is successful, and you're not.
Isn't this punching down? I thought DSP doesn't punch down. Oh, it's because the trolls punched him first. That's why. Okay. But like, look how he acts. Like, this is a 40... It's very easy to forget that he's like 40-something years old.
And you're in the same miserable fucking spot you've always been.
And I love that this is a guy that is that used to be depressed, right? You think it's worthwhile to like dunk on people who are miserable in life like this? Okay.
Sitting there angry at the...
Wow, look how positive this guy... Again, this is during a segment. He wanted to be thankful. Count how long it took for him to be thankful to his audience versus the length of time he's spending talking about what trolls thought about the marathon. You know, the thing that he told the Wings to not pay attention to.
At the world that Darkside Phil is successful, and you're not. So, to all of my actual positive viewers, to those who support me through thick and thin, thank you so very, very much. This has been an absolutely amazing year,
An epic
and let's
year.
keep it going. Let's keep that level of success going. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, shout outs.
Dude, look how short that was. He had a huge ass rant dedicated to trolls. His fans, yeah, thank you for supporting me. Okay, shout outs.
We got Gumbercula.
I want to say you
Stardew to work because you couldn't read anything, but resources and craft a base and have to survive, especially because of the chat help and interaction. Literally no one was helping me when I played it.
Oh my god, this poor soul. Again, trying to like think DSP will actually give a fuck. He already made up his mind. Project Zomboid is terrible, it's toxic. Asking to play is like, this will be like this year's Stellar Blade. Like, that's all this is. Like, I'm sure if someone really like watched that playthrough, they could make the argument he played that game just like he played Stellar Blade, just completely passive aggressive and very like specific. Like it's insane. Stellar Blade is the most bland fucking game you can find, and this dude acted as if he was playing like a fucking unplayable mess. Like, dude, like, I'm not a huge, like, Stellar Blade fan, but I'm not gonna sit there and say, yeah, you know what, Stellar Blade sucks, it's a piece of shit, and unplayable, and the game is garbage. The worst it is just that it's a bland game. There's really nothing, like, that memorable about it. It just wants to be, like, the most, like, critical thing I could say about it is that it just wants to be on Nier Automata so fucking bad, and it's not. But, like, that's like the most critical thing I could say about it. Other than that, like it's a whatever game. It doesn't move the needle in any which direction. But DZ plays that game and acts as if he was playing actual trash. Like the game was unplayable. Eve was falling through the ground and all this shit. But it was just a basic ass action game. He has played so many generic games that he fucking ate up. Like, and this dude is like, wow, you climb a ladder. Wow. It's like, you climb ladders in every fucking game.
I could barely get the game to work because you couldn't read anything because the text was all glitched and...
But I thought you were smart. He just told us he's smarter than everyone. And he can't, but now he can't figure out how to fix a game? I thought you were smart, Phil. Huh?
Fucked up and no one had a solution on how to fix it. The game is just not for me. If that game was polished,
Why can't he just say? Why can't he just say, "Oh, I see. I think I see why people like it, but it's not for me." Why can't he just say that then? No, he had to be passive aggressive because he knew deep down in his little pig brain that it was a troll game. So instead of being like a normal person, he wanted to give them another clippable moment so people can point at saying, "See how bad of a person he is."
you could, easily jump into it, learn things on the fly. Then it would be for me. It's not. You can tell that's the kind of game you probably need mods. You got to work with fucking people to learn the mechanics and stuff. It's just not for me.
Dude, he has played so many games where he's like, "Tell me what to do." Oh, we're playing this game and you're helping me out and this and that. Like that's what Blueprints was. This dude played Blueprints. I don't know what I'm doing. What the fuck do I do? Huh? And then he had people in his chat be like, "Phil, do this. Phil, there you're gonna do that." Like, he has so many games where he even says immediately, "If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know what to do and I would drop the game." He said that about so many games in the past. But this game that's like the same thing, he says that's a bad thing. But when he plays games where he needed help, well, that's a good thing. It's a good thing that I could get help from the chat. But now it's a bad thing. What the fuck are you talking about?
Not for me. And again, if you like it, that's fine. But I think the game sucks, and it's my prerogative to think it sucks. If you think it's good, then more power to you. I'm not going to hate.
I love that it's his prerogative to say it sucks. But if you say that well, his streams are a failure, his streams suck, his marathons suck, you're factually wrong, and you're fucking stupid, and you're miserable in life, and you hate life, and you're depressed. But it's okay to have different opinions, dude. It's your prerogative. Okay.
To hate on you for liking the game. There's tons of games I like that people don't, and there's tons of games that I don't like that people do. It's all good, right?
He says this, but he could play a game that he likes, and when his chat shits on it, he literally shits on his chat over that. Like, that's what South of Midnight was. I'm liking the game, but my chat is shitting on it. Oh, it's woke, it's this, and this and that. Like, and it's multiple games. And then when when he plays a game that people like that he doesn't like, he mocks people for liking it. How can you like this game? Oh, DK Bonanza, how can you like this game? But it's okay, man. It's all good. Why do you act like a baby? And then when it comes time to to be confronted about it, it's my prerogative, man. It's my opinion. I thought that's what bitches do. This dude always says when people say it's my opinion that's a bitch ass move. But it's very easy to say that when you're in a popular opinion, right? Oh my god.
You be you and enjoy it, but I'm not playing it again. I really feel like that was a complete waste of my time during the marathon.
You be
Okay.
you. It's such a fucking cope.
Let's see here.
It's just to end the conversation, like, don't argue again. You be you, love each other.
So someone did a $2 tip, says, excited for the Pokemon stream today. Did you catch a shiny yet? We did, but it was the scripted
All right.
game because of how many Pokemon spawns you'll see. And the only reason
Why are they telling him how to play Pokemon? I thought games suck when you need people to teach you how to play the game. Wow, Pokemon sucks, guys.
I stopped playing it is because the audience kind of got bored. Last weekend, I'm hooked. Loved it. Played it actually back in either December or January. Absolutely loved it. Did many runs of it. And
Wait, what game?
did you ever play Balatro? I tried it last weekend. I'm hooked. Loved it. Played it actually back in either December or January.
This dude, oh my god. When that one game of the year, he fucking hated it. He was shitting on, like, oh, a card game? Oh, Balatro? He was so willing to shit on it. And then he played it because he wanted to see what the hubbub was about. And then he was like, oh, it's actually pretty good. But this dude will, like, his first reaction to a viral sensation is to always shit on it until the game earns his seal of approval. I mean, I get it to a degree. Like, oh, there's some things that I think maybe overhyped or overrated. Then I watch it, and I change my mind. I actually like the thing. That does happen, but he does it in such a very childish way. It's just like, you can't help but be like, what the fuck, man?
January. Absolutely loved it. Did many runs of it. And the only reason I stopped playing it is because the audience kind of got bored of it. But I would play it again in a heartbeat. It's a great game. And, I actually like poker. I find poker very fun. So the game is, a spin on poker with all these variables. And
All right.
is Kick your new positive audience that you got? What do you mean by that?
He just talked about getting a positive audience. Then he asks, is Kick the positive audience you got? What do you mean by that?
No, what I'm saying is,
Oh.
due to what I did, the time that I spent branching out and doing that kind of crossover content, it allowed me to be viewed by the public at face value instead.
What is the face value? Like, I mean, think whatever you want, but there are people who could just as easily say, "Oh, I can't believe DSP did content with Kino Casino. I don't agree with their content or whatever." Like it's the same she said about fucking Keemstar, by the way. Like, oh, these people, like this and that. Like, people can just say these are not the kind of people that you should be around if you want to be seen by the common public, whatever, right? Like it's whatever. I don't want to like necessarily like get too much into it, but uh the common audience I don't think would necessarily be like, "Oh, he was with Kino Casino," like, like it's like if I don't know. I mean, again, it's like how we view people doing stuff with Keemstar or Lolcow Live sometimes, where it's like, "Oh, you're doing drama content." Oh, I mean, like that's what it is. That's what I'm getting at. Like, I want to hear a little bit more because I think he said something that's gonna lean into like a clip I want to play.
Instead of just, "Oh, this guy's a piece of shit. Don't like anything he's doing." Instead, it was like, "Let's give him a shot," because people.
But the thing is, I guess what I'm trying to get at is that he did drama content. I thought drama content was bad content that nobody wants to deal with. I mean, he said the reason why he had to go into hiding was because he did drama content. And again, it's not good optics when you have a whole stream bragging how you lied to two other people you were working with. Because that would just, people can just easily point to that and say, "Hey, I don't think you should do content with DSP because he lied to people that were working with him in the past. Like, he actively was doing all this stuff." I mean, it's so funny, right? Because if he played the victim card, if you lean more into that it would be a different situation. Because then people could say, "Well, yeah, Kino Casino is a drama show, so of course they were gonna like do this to Phil. Poor Phil." However, he did a stream saying that he cased them and he wanted to work with them and he wanted to snake them and he lied in the DMs, which imply a willingness to work with them and to actively lie and string them along to leech off of them. So anyone else from the outside looking in will just see this as both sides of this suck. I don't want anything to do with either of them. I don't want to deal with Kino Casino for X, Y, and Z. I don't want to deal with Phil because he's a leech and a parasite and he snaked them. So he may snake me. So that's what people are gonna come from this. And it doesn't take that hard to figure out. And again, like it did this whole thing, even if you take away this let's say that Kino Casino and DSP like separated peacefully and they both love each other and they're not like, trolling each other anymore. Like, whatever. They had a happy ending. Oh my god, that sounds like something else. But anyways, it was peaceful. No drama came from it, right? You think that all that stuff that he did with them is going to boost his personal image? No. You can't just do this for 6 months, whatever, and then suddenly be hot shit forever. Like, it's as I said for years and years, and it has not been debunked yet. This dude will improve in something. Something big will happen, and then it will just stagnate and plateau, and then maybe start to diminish because he gets lazy. He gets complacent with whatever, and he doesn't want to push it. That's what happened with the politics show. I mean, in my opinion, it's a good thing it canceled because I cannot picture the fucking videos I would be watching if he continued that politics channel. Like I would not want to think about it. But that show, he only tried it during the time with Kino Casino when there was like political ambiguity with what's going on. He's in the off, Trump got sworn in, and after that, it became so volatile. I just, and he knew that the defensive bodies that Kino Casino provided him were thinning out. So it's like I can't do politics channel because I won't have like a group of people defending me for this, which isn't true. Like, there's always people that are willing to agree with like whatever side validates their own political beliefs, blah blah blah. Like it's whatever. It's just not genuine coming from people that will only speak up about their politics if they need people to be in the front lines for them. Like, I know what these videos are, so I don't try to like push my own like beliefs. I may say stuff that's like in line with what I believe in, but it's like I'm not saying these things to tell you how to go about your life. But it's ridiculous to listen to this dude act as if like he's good and it put him in a positive light when he had no other effort. Everything after that was simply just give me money, give me money, give me money. Guys, the goal. Where's this support? Where's that support? Where's this support? Give me the support. I need support. I want to eat food. Let me eat food. Like that's what he's doing.
People are working with him. And because of that, a lot of people started coming by and hanging out and enjoying my content. I made a lot of money and I was able to upgrade my setup, right? And ever since.
And again, notice that during this time, he doesn't really spend a lot of time being happy that he gained his audience. In reality, like he says, oh, it's an audience, but it's always shortly followed by, I got a lot of money. Look at the money I got. And now I'm maintaining the money I'm getting. But the Mortal Kombat stream that happened last night, Sunday night, he was literally sitting on stream. Okay, guys, $5 more and we can hit the goal. Where is it? That's positive content?
Things are going good. Like, no exaggeration. Things have been much better for me ever since that thing. It was totally worth the whole, 7 months of basically nonsense. 7 months of toxic shit and lol cow crap.
So how come it's bad when a Wings participates in lol cow live, and it's terrible that he's considering going back to it, but when you did it, it was cool and meaningful and worth it? Like this dude, this dude is trying to steal Wings' glory, right? Wings did lol cow live. Oh my god. Oh man. Theo theory. I feel that DSP wanted to Wings on so he could listen to Wings' like defense for doing Lolcow Live, why he left and this and that, and slowly start to steal his whole thing, right? Because Wings said that he did Lolcow Live, he got X amount of money or whatever, he got a lot of money for doing it, and now he has that as a nest egg. And that's what he could pull off for the future, whatever. That's why he did it. DSP, you got to hear it in this. He's slowly starting to kind of steal that whole thing. I did Lolcow Live. I got money for doing it, and now I'm in a good place. Like, this is exactly the same defense that Wings had. However, like, Wings got real money, and he did it all on his own. Like, Keen came to him for a business proposal. He signed the contract, and they did a whole show. Like, it was a show. People could argue that it was embarrassing, the whole thing, but these were things that, like, took work and effort to lay out, right? Like, it wasn't just, like, they had to coerce Wings into being in a bathtub of chili. Like, it was just, like, it's, you could, in a way, compare Lolcow Live to, like, Jackass and shit like that. Like, it was just more of a Lolcow feature of it. Sure, it's like Jackass Lolcow edition, basically. But it's like, that is still a show that they're putting out like 6 times a week and all this other shit. Like, that's what that was. DSP viewed it as something else. Like, the way he described it was like, it was gonna be like the Anna Nicole Smith show, where like they were all gonna be miserable and they were gonna want to like, they were gonna be like hung out and dried and shit like that. When it's like, obviously Keem wants to lean in on these like detractor memes and this and that, but it was also like in a controlled setting where it's like, yeah, they're not gonna be like, okay, Boogie, take this gun and play with it. You know what I'm saying? Like no. I mean, it's just shit like that. Kyokusei did like a diet version of that, and and I would argue it's a little bit more embarrassing on DSP's end because no matter how you look at it, him lying or whatever, it was very clear that DSP was just going with the flow without any input. Like I don't know why he thought it was a good idea to show us his underwear. Like why? Why dance around for PPP? Like, you know, why sit there and be humiliated, right? But okay.
And now I'm out of it fully, and I'm good.
And again, there were like so many streams where his chat was begging him to stop doing drama, and he was ignoring them for months until he was ready to be done with them. Which, again, needed coercion from his own fucking chat. And even after that, he still does drama cut in a more dented way. Like this is the thing. Like, I kind of was feeling about these, like, drama segments that he was doing during the Kino arc. They were incredibly forced, and they were just nothing. Like, people wanted DSP to react to detractor content for years. And it was the most nothing burger reaction you would see. It was just, Duty made that money. Wow, what a felt. Even though, like, DSP has bragged about how much money he made for years. Like, he's just talking about how much he's making now. And he called that a self-felt when Duty did it. And then he had that weird stream where he's like, guys, I before I say what I'm gonna say about Duty, is it true that Duty is special? Is that true? Because you know what they say about those people when they fixate crazy stuff. It's like the weirdest shit. It's like you're saying this, and it's like you're doing this for a bit, and then like you try to fake drama as well. Like it was this nonsense, and it's like you fucking bragged for months and months how you would never do drama content, and the people who do drama content are pathetic people. He does drama content and acts as if, well, I could walk away. Well, guess what? Now we can go to the clips I fucking was searching for. Look at this.
You know what? Someone actually just brought up my own line that I forgot
Oh, his own line that he had to be reminded, by the way.
about. Once you put on the clown makeup, you can't ever take it off again. So if I jump fully into this drama content,
and this was the triple road bullshit, but he is saying this as if that didn't happen. You put on the clown makeup, dude. You did. Yes, you did.
and this is who I am, and I become the villain of the internet, and
Oh, he's not the villain of the internet.
it's like I've said, the saying goes, and I thought of this saying, and I think it's going to apply a lot. Okay?
Look how proud he is. Look how proud he is on this.
Once you put on the clown makeup and the clown show begins, it never washes off. All right? Maybe one day he was out of his mind. Maybe one day he was feeling giddy or stupid, and he says, I'm going to do something really dumb for money because I need the money. Or maybe he didn't even need the money. He just felt like it was going to be something stupid to do for his audience. Maybe they were in a good mood. But you have to understand that once you go to that extent,
who is this about? I want to say it was about Rich.
Anyway, so I've never
Public
seen
spectacle
it
degradation
live in context. I've only seen him doing it and people basically making fun of him for doing it. It's absolutely ridiculous that anyone would think. It's like, okay, it's like I've said, the saying goes, and I thought of this saying, and I think it's going to apply a lot. Okay, once you put on the clown makeup,
I want
$2 2009 Phil was, imagine 2009 Phil and how he would say, Wild West, everything. $2 tip from Jogaboko. So glad that went well. This is my first time sending a Steam code. Yeah, it's installed. It's good to go. Okay. I don't know anything about it, so it'll be. What's your opinion on Review Tech's cucumber video? Now, I should clarify.
Oh, the cucumber video.
For the record,
what is Review Tech's cucumber video?
Content, okay, I have only seen this man putting a cucumber into his mouth.
Like listen to this. This is, oh my god, in retrospect, this is even dumber than what's going on now in DSP's what DSP's talking about now. He is Rich. I from what to get from this, he just uploaded a video of him like sucking a cucumber, a vegetable. Wow. Oh my god. But he did it on his own, it seems. I don't know.
As it was clipped and uploaded somewhere else. I don't know the context, okay? Very well, there could have been a reason why he needed to do that.
Like, he's acting as if, like, Rich was, like, sucking dick on YouTube or something. Like, yeah, I get... Man, it's crazy. Like, he acts as if he did a sexual performance. It's so weird. It's so weird. Like, Rich and LTG get treated so weirdly by him. It's like... I don't get it. Meanwhile, Boogie faked cancer, and he's like, well, you know, people do that. People do it on the internet. They there's a guy that pretended to be paraplegic. You know, that happens. But then you have, like, Rich who kissed the cucumber or whatever. He's like, Rich was so down on his luck. He was on his knees, and, like, he just went to town. Like, it's so weird. He then talked about LTG, like, as if, like, LTG is, like, beholden to do content with him or some shit. Like, it's so weird.
I don't know. Maybe he had something... Okay, there's absolutely no justification for it. He was sucking on a cucumber to be disgusting and make money, right? Like, what could have been... what could have been the out-of-context thing? I don't think you could possibly have sucking on a cucumber out of context.
Yeah, you can. What if it was, like, for a contribution? Like, I mean,
anyway.
Apparently that's why he takes his shirt off. Out of context, you can watch a clip of him just with a shirt, then you cut forward and see shirtless. You're like, what the fuck? What happened? Like, come on.
So I've never seen it live in context. I've only seen him doing it and people basically making fun of him for doing it. It's absolutely ridiculous that anyone would think. It's like, okay. It's like I've said. The saying goes, and I thought of this saying, and I think it's going to apply a lot. Okay? Once you put on the clown makeup and the clown show begins, it never washes off. All right? Maybe one day he was out of his mind. Maybe one day he was feeling giddy or stupid, and he says, I'm going to do something really dumb for money because I need the money. Or maybe he didn't even need the money. He just felt like it was going to be something stupid to do for his audience. Maybe they were in a good mood.
So,
but you have to...
Like, look at this.
I'm going to do something really dumb for money because I need the money. Or maybe he didn't even need the money. He just felt like it was going to be something stupid to do for his audience. Maybe they were in a good mood. But you have to understand that once you go to that extent, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know
once
what I'm saying?
You push yourself to the limit of being a public spectacle of embarrassment, you can never not be the public spectacle of embarrassment. And the bad part about this is, I'm not saying this hasn't happened to me. It has.
Oh my god, dude. Like, this was what? This was last year. And this was like a month or so, like, before he, like, went to the Kino Casino mud pit. Like, this was before he rolled in the mud. This dude was acting so humble. I'm not saying that I was that many better, guys. But now you go to his, oh my god, dude. He has gotten... His narcissism, like, before, the narcissism was, like, very specific and would show up in, like, very specific times. Like, not super specific because it was still very obvious. But now it's, like, that's him. This is, like, the most humble I forgot he was like this. Like, listen to this.
You all remember my most embarrassing moment, right? 2016.
Right?
But here's the
difference. When he jerked
that was a complete accident. It was not intended to be public. That was a oopsie moment.
An oopsie poopsie.
You know, I can't believe the camera was on the whole time, right? Versus this man actively chose to commit these acts publicly in front of the internet.
Like, look how hard he's going on Review Tech. He's going so hard on this. Meanwhile, this dude, like, danced for PPP, showed us his underwear, and, like, did all kinds of stuff. Got like routinely embarrassed on his own fucking wrestling podcast. To the point where he couldn't even stand up for himself. Like, he was like, well, I guess we have to do it to pull in numbers. I mean, that's what PB said. Like, he didn't even have an ounce of, like, I don't think we need to do this, dude. Maybe, like, and then when people are like, why don't you do the PvP back? Like, why don't you, like, participate and, like, kind of, do it back? He's like, no, man, I don't want to do that. So he, like, preferred to be in the humiliation state. Like, I feel like you could kind of push him to be in the same position Boogie is in. If you're very, like, if you can convince him enough. Like, he could be that. He just has to be desperate enough, and he'll do it. Like, it's kind of funny because, like, I don't know if people would say the same about Wings or Rich in the same way that you could say about Boogie, right? And I feel like DSP could easily go to that degree than the others if you just push him enough, and if he's just desperate enough.
So that's what I mean. I'm not saying that there was one new wholly particular audience that came over. I'm saying that in general, that whole thing turned stuff around for me in a big way. And what's funny is
So that whole event of 6 months of embarrassment of doing drama content again. That's where once you put the clown makeup on, that's where that came from. Was him talking about doing drama, doing all this shit. That's what he said about Rich when he was about him being Keemstar Light and shit. That once you put the clown makeup on, you can't take it off. So he does this shit with Kino Casino, and he's acting as if like nothing happened. Like, dude, come on.
my fucking detractors are acknowledging that. They're actually saying, oh, you never hit your goals before. Well, yeah, but I'm hitting them every day now. My content's great. I'm loving what I'm doing. My actual positive audience loves what I'm doing. The support is
But
forthcoming.
you wouldn't have gotten this without Kino Casino. Like, again, all of his success is not from him. Like, that's not what he's getting. And even arguably, you could say, well, he's not with them now, but how is he maintaining it? Is he giving them like good content? No. I mean, to be fair, it's subjective. Like, I'm sure people in his audience can argue that that they enjoy the content. Oh my god, I was about to say company, the content, but uh, he's not doing anything more. Like, he's getting all this money, and what's he doing with it? He could, he complains about the laptop. He could buy a new laptop, right? Or he could, like, buy, he couldn't install the capture card on his fucking streaming PC because the motherboard was fucked up. Why doesn't he buy a new motherboard? Like, what about that?
how am I the loser in this situation exactly? I'm at a loss. I'd love to hear how I'm much worse off.
But you couldn't get this level of support on your own. Like, again, he openly said that he only went to Kino Casino, only rolled in the mud to gain to rob the casino, to gain a whole level of popularity off of them, which is parasitic and fucking lame and sleazy. He did not like pick himself up from his own content. He didn't like do anything like clever with it. And the collaboration he did with them was in bad faith. Like, again, if you were to believe his whole snake routine that he was doing, he wasn't doing it in good faith. He wasn't doing it with the intention of, well, maybe I can partner up with them again. He only for a few months, then just hard drop off. Like, didn't even want to, like, the ideas he was even offering them was not even good ideas. Like, he barely even, like, gave them anything. If anything, the only ideas he kind of gave them was, like, parallel drama ideas. Why not ask them to do something else? Like, why don't we could do a podcast talking about games. Like, the wrestling was the only one, but the only thing he offered. But the thing with that was, Smartcast was already a show idea he did. This is just another reused idea. And I think, like, wrestling is a very niche community to, like, get into. And with so many other, like, wrestling podcasts, you kind of have to, like, kind of show to people who are looking for that you know your shit. It's very obvious that DSP doesn't really watch these shows and just either watches summaries, or he would watch them once and then just forget things and then read a summary. Like, it's not really, like, passionate what he was doing. Like, he didn't really care. Like, it's kind of funny that, like, PPP was kind of carrying that show on both the wrestling front and the drama front. and he didn't really do anything else with it. Like, what did he do during that time? Like, it was like a kid being led around by his parents. Like, there was no general idea that he offered. The only one was reacting to the June the King review tech thing, which isn't even that, like, of a crazy idea. Because they probably were gonna watch it on their own anyway. So it's like, well, we can watch it with him. And of course, guess what they're gonna do at the beginning of it? Of course, they're gonna glaze them up. And he said that's the whole point. Like, this is just nonsense.
Off now than before, really.
But
Okay.
what's he gonna? But what's he
that was
gonna do once these people leave? Find another group to milk and leech off of? Again, this dude is just a leech. He's a parasite. He's the kind of pest you would want out of your fucking garden. He would just take all the nutrients from the garden.
Another $2. I added that, right? We're at 73 now. Yep. Okay, and
I think he goes a little bit more into it.
it doesn't matter.
Boy.
Oh, you see, and this is the point too. I'm going to say this too, okay? It doesn't matter what happens outside of this stream at all. Nothing that happens outside of this stream affects me. You understand that? Because someone tipped $2 and they're like, yeah, but the casino's doing well too. And good for them.
Oh, okay.
Good for them. I guess people really are ignorant. Because here's the deal. Because of the way that I did everything, okay, I won and they win. You have to understand something. This wasn't my attempt to bring them down. This wasn't my attempt to.
So if he wasn't trying to bring them down, why did he spend time to shit on them, right? He questioned PvP's character. He said, "Well, PvP might be gay for me, dude. He's doing this and he's in love with me." It's like, okay. He insinuates that they wanted to exploit him and force him to do drama content. Like he painted a very specific picture about them. And now he's saying that they both win. So he orchestrated drama with these two people. Like this kind of makes it sound like, oh my god, he's almost trying to make it sound as if him and PPP and Worski orchestrated this whole thing, so they both like came out on top almost. Huh? Okay.
To end the casino and close the casino permanently. I don't give two shits about them.
So then why are you robbing them?
I don't care if they
Then why say you robbed the casino? Oh, you know why he said that? Here's the real reason. It just sounds cool. What sounds cooler? Yeah, I pretended to be their friend and I pretended to be like involved so I can get like all the support, get some of their supporters and attention, and that's what I did. Or yeah, I robbed the casino. Like, which one sounds harder? Like, which one sounds cooler, right? Like, all this dude cares about is just words that sound cool, not the meaning behind them, not how it could be interpreted. Like, clearly, when you say I robbed the casino, people are gonna assume you're trying to like diminish them or whatever, right?
Be successful. I don't care if they're never successful again. That doesn't affect me in any way. I don't want to know anything about them. I don't give a shit. All I care about is what's happening right here, right now with us. That's it. So, because of the way that I did everything, I'm not affected whatsoever by anything at all. They literally could do entire specials on me and shows. They make money. I don't care. Doesn't affect me. Doesn't affect.
But he has talked about their specials every time, and then said that like they're creepy and they're weird and shit, right? Like, look at how he reacted to the dented zone.
My audience, we just go on positively and ignore their nonsense, just like I always have done and always will do. So it doesn't matter that they're successful. Good for them. I don't care. If anything, the way that I pulled this off. Oh, we finally got it. There you go. For a $5 contribution all month, you get to see a real turkey. There you go.
Wow.
Anyway, because of the way that I did things, okay?
I like that. This is the
absolutely
best he can
everyone
find.
is winning.
This is like...
Did you notice that?
What?
Did you notice that? And you see the difference between the way that I operate?
Wait, what?
Anyway, because of the way that I did things, Okay? Absolutely everyone is winning. Did you notice that? Did you notice that? And you see the difference between
It's funny because he shat on the side scrollers for making money off of the trolls. Like that was stupid, but he also benefited from that. I mean, supposedly. And now he's saying, well, see, we both came out ahead. So that begs the question: if let's say when he did that side scrollers interview, right? If he were to constantly make money off of that, and they were still saying, "I don't believe Phil to WWE champions and all this stuff," would he still be okay with that? Right? Like, it just sounds like as long as he gets like, because let's say that none of these people who are supporting him support him, like your future stepdad, like vanished forever, never to be seen again, and he doesn't get the same supporters on Kick. I kind of don't think he would care. But the thing is, he used Kino Casino to kind of establish his Kick channel. So he didn't really establish his Kick channel on his own. But whatever, it is what it is.
between the way that I operate and the way that others operate? The way that others operate, it's kind of like, well, we get over, but you don't. We step on you to get ahead. So as long as we're crushing you and you're failing, we're winning. Did you notice something with the way that I operate, that everyone's doing well?
But oh my god. So let me get this straight, right? I think the only way this makes sense because he didn't really operate. All he did was he did this, he broke off, and instead of like doing what you'd expect him to do, of like banning people who are gonna troll him in Kick Chat, he just kept them around. That's all he did. That's how he operated. So he has people like that will still support him and say, "Phil, you're a doo-doo head," and he'll take their money because why not? And he'll cope and say, well, they're just trolling me, whatever. Like, he gladly accepted Iron Cuck Sakai's money for as long as he did, even after the crash out over the, Medicare documentary reaction. Even after that, that meltdown, he welcomed him back after he gave him more money. Because he said the right thing. Up until, like, he said that he liked Lexi's streams and he was like, guys, you should check her streams out whenever you can, or whatever the fuck he said. That DSP thought that he was trying to steal his viewers to go to her stream, who's a fucking slut, right? But this dude is like, he didn't do anything to maintain the business other than, well, I'll keep these people around to take their money because it's easy to do it that way. Like, it's so obvious he doesn't respect or care about the Kick audience. He just sees them as a bunch of trolls that he can body. That's why he, like, you notice, you don't see him call YouTube, like, the only time he will call YouTube broke bums is he'll say, well, Kick is saying that YouTube is a bunch of broke bums. They're mocking you, YouTube. That's the only time he'll ever shit on YouTube. Meanwhile, if Kick's not supporting, Kick, where the fuck's the support, bitch? YouTube is kicking ass, and you're sitting there doing nothing, bitch. Get off your ass and give me money. Like, it's very, very clear how he responds to each audience. The YouTube audience he takes seriously because it's an audience that he has nurtured and conditioned to be a bunch of, like, wet noodles. Meanwhile, the Kick Chat, well, these are a bunch of rowdy kids, I don't give a fuck about them. Like, that's all it is. That's why it's lax moderation there, but what if there are people who are watching on Kick that are genuine viewers? Who cares? They're all trolls.
Do you think that was by chance?
But this is also, in a way, allowing the toxicity to remain in his community. And he keeps calling, by the way, I don't know, I can't remember the clip, but he called Kick Chat the good old boys club. Yeah, Kick Chat is kind of the good old boys club. But I remember this fucker said, I don't want there to be a good old boys club in my community. Like, that was half the issue with the fucking boys club. Like, when he would ban someone in Kick Chat, people would revolt and, like, spam emotes. Now, normal streamers would probably ban these people who are doing that, but instead of doing that, DSP was like, okay, I'll unban them. And he folded. And they clearly don't give a fuck about DSP, but DSP will gladly let the boys club exist on Kick, even though he told us in the past he doesn't want that. So it's very clear he's even going back on his own morals and ethics to allow Kick Chat to continue for him to milk. That's all it is. He's just milking the trolls that are willing to be milked. That's all it is. It is the same shit he did on Twitch, the same shit he could do on YouTube. But with YouTube, the good old boys club he has there is people are closely knit to him. It's his own boys club. A bunch of whales that will sure troll him, but they also give him a lot of money. Meanwhile, on Kick, he'll just do whatever. He'll do whatever. Because he's willing to sell his own fucking morals out if it means he gets some attention.
I'm just saying, I think people are just really ignorant and dumb, and they want to believe what they want to believe. But if you didn't notice, everyone right now is doing well. Me and everybody else. So nothing negative came out of anything that I was involved in, if you didn't see.
But something negative did come. Your Kick Chat constantly trolls you and doesn't give a shit. They spam moral support to the point he removed it. And he said he was being abused. He was being abused by his own Kick Chat. But why don't you just ban the people who are spamming the moral support in bad faith? Like, the highlighted messages is really funny, right? Because a lot of people use it to say something that might be funny or they want the streamer to see. But if they're just using a highlighted message to, like, shit on him, why not just ban those people and keep the highlighted messages on? Because he wants to keep the trolls in his fucking Kick Chat because it's extra added income through the Kick ad view whatever the fuck. That's all it is. He says it's nothing and it owes pennies, but he loves pennies. This dude will gladly take pennies. He'll bend his ass over for a penny. If Kick says no more and he gets no subs, he's kicked out of all these little incentives, he's gonna leave Kick. If he can't get a penny off of Kick, he's done with it. Everything he does that he can get for free gets killed off immediately. That's why highlighted messages was on borrowed time. It was a benefit for the viewer at no extra cost. That is on borrowed time. Anything free gets kicked out. But goddamn, if he can make a penny, that stays. If I come to Phil and I say, Phil, I want you to put in the background a picture of Keem making out with Boogie and Wings taking up the ass by Rich. I would pay him $1 a day to have that in his background. He would do it. He would do it. No thought. I mean, maybe literally not that because of the graphic nature, but he would definitely sell out if I give him the right thing to put behind him. Because this dude has no morals. And he's saying, like, yeah, man, look at me.
See? And it's because I did it that way. Because the way things were going, it was turning and it was going to be like, well, now we're bored of doing it this way. Let's step on Phil to get ahead. No. Now I leave. And now you do your thing, I do mine, and we're all good. And it was always planned like that since day one. But again, people want to believe what they want to believe because they can't think that Phil is actually smart or would have come up with.
Because this dude, his whole sneaking relied heavily on PPP being 100% genuine in the DMs. No, I do think PPP was being genuine in the DMs. I mean, I wouldn't say that he lied 100%. But it was very clear that a lot of the things he was doing was not in Phil's best interest.
Up with this plan, whatever. It doesn't matter to me if you believe me or not. I'm doing good. That's all that matters. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah.
I mean, even the Kick Chat doesn't even believe it.
Delete. There we go. Okay. Alex from Phoenix with that $5 gobbler super chat. So yes, for a $5 tip, a $5 super chat, or 500 kicks, you'll get to see
all right, we're just gonna
drama and loud cow shit. Other guys believe that they have no choice. It's sad. Yeah. But listen, here. Hi everyone, Phil.
Oh my god.
I'm glad you don't feel the need to lean into drama and loud Kyle shit.
He did, though. He leaned into it for 6 months. And then doing the thing that he said he did was leaning into drama. And again, he acts as if this doesn't make him look bad. Dude, you brag about how you lied to people. You think that's gonna get a lot of, like, if people really paid attention or even cared about it, they would not talk to you. Like, it takes enough people to, like, kind of tell someone, if let's say that DSP is like, oh, I'm gonna work with Justin Wong, let's say, and he does some work with Justin Wong, someone can just DM Justin Wong saying, hey, just a heads up, this guy lied behind these other people's backs and he snaked them and this and that. You think he's gonna want to keep doing work with a guy that actively, like, was two-faced with people? No, some people actually care about that.
Other guys believe that they have no choice. It's sad. Yeah. But listen, here's
You know
the
what's
truth.
funny? Like, the whole thing with that South Korean streamer that was murdered by that one guy. That guy lied to her, saying I'm a big business CEO kind of guy, even though he had a lot of debt in his name and all this shit. Like, he lied to get her involved with him, right? That's what DSP is doing. He is actively lying to people to get them to work with him so he can get a benefit. The only difference is he didn't commit a crime. That's the only difference.
Everyone is the master of their own destiny. Okay? They are. Now, some people have it worse than others. Trust me, I know from experience. Okay? But the truth is, through hard work and dedication, you can be successful. The problem is, I think a lot of people just give up. Just to be frank with you. And I know some people will take this and be like, he's talking about this guy or that guy. I'm not talking about anyone in particular. But I think what it is some people get beaten down so bad by the internet that they just give up. They just reach a point where they're like, I can't do it anymore. I'm trying my hardest. I'm grinding my hardest and nothing.
This is so lame, right? Like, you don't know these people, why they stop doing what they're doing. Like, even if you're talking about people who didn't necessarily, like, oh, I'm done doing this or whatever, they may have their own life that they're doing that they find more important, or whatever. Like, it just doesn't matter. Like, it's their choice. I love he's taking other people's, like, reason for not doing something and acting as if it's like some grand thing.
And nothing's coming of it, and I give up. So then they give in. So what do? You lean into the toxicity. You lean into the negativity. You turn yourself into a public spectacle of clownship to try to make ends meet because you don't think that making positive content.
What? Then why did you work with Kino Casino, right? I love you saying this, well, like, other people is not working what they're going for, so they give in, and they give in to the drama. So why exactly did you want to do stuff with Kino Casino? Oh, you want to do it so you could get ahead and get more support. Oh, it's because he didn't do it forever. But, like, when you look at Rich, right? I don't know what the fuck he's doing, right? Because, like, there are days where I hear from, like, other people say, he's doing a politics channel, he's not doing one now. Like, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. The last I heard was that he does ASMR shit, and it's like, that, okay. Like, and I think, like, I watched 1 second of it, and I was like, I'm good. I don't need to hear that ever in my life. And then, like, yeah, the whole thing, that clip with his dad coming in saying, I got you, your credit cards came, dude, and he's like, oh shit, and whatever. But, like, that's all I know, right? But this dude is like, but exactly that's all Rich does every day is this drama stuff, when I think Rich just does random shit online. Like, it's like there's this whole, like, streaming thing where people are just kind of like hanging out with chat, they're just watching clips, they're just doing whatever. Like, it's kind of what, like, what DSP was hoping for DSP versus the internet.
Content will ever work for you. Well, I am the living, breathing example to show you that's not the case. That you can do the content you want, you can be the person you want to.
But you had to do the drama to get to where you are now, though. Before, you were making $50 a stream, and you were saying that was successful. Then you said you did the Kino Casino thing to get more money out of them, and to get more support from them. So if it was about being yourself and sticking to what you're good at and all that stuff, then why did you have to sell out your own morals for 6 months, right? Why? And again, if you even take his snake story at face value, why did you have to lie to trick other people to work with you, right? Like, none of this makes any sense in the grand scheme of things. He's talking as if you can just cherry pick things out of it. Like he could be successful now regardless of what Kino Casino did. Okay, so then why did he have to do that in the first place if you don't want to do drama content? You see how the Kino Casino arc is a big glaring thing in this whole narrative? Like, you can't really go over that, which is kind of funny because I feel that's kind of why DSP was very proud of the once you put the clown makeup on, you can't take it off, because that kind of talks about how people will always think about how you did drama content and all that shit. I mean, and you could really apply that onto what DSP is doing, but he won't acknowledge that. And I'm sure if you bring it up to him, he's going to have some cope excuse for why it doesn't pertain to him. Well, I cut off when I wanted to. Okay, Boogie dropped out of Lolcow Live when he wanted to, and that wasn't good enough for you. What about that?
Want to be, you can be non-toxic and you can still be successful. You won't be as big as the toxic guy, but you won't have to step on anyone to get ahead. You just got to tough it out.
So what was him stepping on Duty? He was stepping on Ethan Ralph. He was stepping on Cog. He was stepping on I think there was someone else he was stepping on. He was stepping on like multiple people along the way. But okay.
It out. But like I said, not everyone has that kind of grit. Not everyone has that kind of mettle. Not everyone has that kind of patience and determination. And I don't fault anyone who doesn't. I don't fault anyone who will be like, listen,
oh my god, you know what? This is fake humbleness. This is so fake. Because he made it his personality. He called Rich a whore for doing this. That Rich is a whore clip was him talking about how he viewed Rich when he was doing drama content. He was mocking him because the review content wasn't doing so well. So when Rich decided to do drama content, that made him a whore. Now he's like, I don't fault people like that. Like this is some like, oh, they're just really on. They just hit a rock bottom. They just hit. They're just on bad times, guys. Like, this dude really wants to apply like real world like issues with you know, society to say in like a class system. I don't know, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like he wants to apply these kind of talking points into this field when it's a little bit more cartoonish to do that, because I feel this kind of career is a little bit more privileged and lucky than others. Like, okay.
The only way that I can ever do anything for myself or my family is to degrade myself. If that's really what you feel, I'm not going to crap on you. Listen.
He crapped on Rich for this. He crapped on Wings for this. He crapped on so many people for this thing, and then suddenly he's like, well, I can't crap them on that. It's like he knows that he's also guilty, and he has to like actually kind of walk back a little bit of what he said, which is kind of silly, because this is kind of the shit that people mock a lot of people for, because it shows how fake they are when push comes to shove. It's easy to say, drama content sucks, I'm not gonna do it. And then when you see the bag rolling up, you're like, I could do this, why not? Come on.
Listen, everyone's different. For me, I refuse. I'm gonna do things my—
Too late! Too late. You already did it, dude. You already did it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you're not doing it now. You did it in the past. This is the same thing as when he says, yeah, guys, I'm done doing collabs. I'm not gonna reach out to anyone ever again. The next year, guys, I may have a collab in the works. He has done that same song and dance every year, and I'm sure it's the same with this. he's saying I'm never gonna do this again, but watch, as soon as the support does actually dry up, he is gonna go back and try to find another unsuspecting drama YouTuber, whatever the fuck, for him to leech off of. And then we'll do this whole cycle again.
It's my way, and I'm going to continue to be successful like I was on day one. And I'm going to continue to move forward being successful and going up from here.
But he said he was up when he was making $50 a day, but now that's a bad time. Even though he said that was great. Okay.
Now, thank you for the early support. Let's continue on. Supporting that extra is awesome. Of you supporting me. So let's have fun. And then the great time so much. Okay. Chan had a great time. It's icing on the cake is there. This is already the bonus. Reporting that extra is awesome. I'm hitting my goals.
What?
So Halloween actually went well. As much.
Oh my god! We went back to the Halloween discussion. Holy!
People want to say, "Oh no, it didn't. It went horribly for you," and it went. No, you're retarded. Okay, things have been going great around here. I'm hitting my goals. Support is forthcoming and great.
Remember, guys, he hates hateful slurs. I never say hateful slur ever, and that pisses me off.
Going good for me. And when we do a fun marathon, the fact that even people are showing up and supporting that extra is awesome. Because I'm not asking for it. I didn't come to the Halloween marathon saying.
I love that he's mocking trolls for thinking about the money of it, and he's saying how money doesn't matter. And we're talking about how much money he made on it and how great it was that he made money. Right, okay.
We need to raise $1,250 today. I don't do that shit. I'm like, this is already.
Oh, wow. The $1,250 was a amount he asked for on Patreon to do a marathon. To just do the marathon, it was $1,250. Then when he did Twitch subs, he didn't add, it wasn't $1,250 during the marathon. It was like a few subs to get the marathon. It's no different than what he's doing now with the fucking DSP tries it. And I think it's actually more. Hold on, I'm gonna do some calculations. Before you say I can't do quick math in my head. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Let's see. 150 times 10. $1,500. $1,500. So he would ask for $1,250 in a month, by a month's time, to get a marathon going. To get fast food, or any just food for that matter, he's asking for $1,500. $1,500. It's more money. It's more money. The same logic, the same principles as the old marathons were of like the YouTube era, whatever the fuck. Even during the Twitch era, it's more money now than it has ever been before. Because on Twitch, when it was a sub goal, it would be by the end of the month, if you had like 600 subs, he would ask for like $650 by the end of the month. And then sometimes he would adjust that goal because of how many subs he lost sometimes. But he is now asking for $1,500 to eat food. To say that it's not like before when I was asking for $1,250 is a complete lie. It's a complete lie to people who fucking were there since the beginning, dude.
Already the bonus. We're doing this as a celebration of you supporting me, so let's have fun. And then the fact that I actually hit multiple goals and stuff is just it's extra. It's icing on the cake, as they say, and I appreciate it very, very much. I do. So thank you guys so much. I had a great time. All right, on Friday, 100% had a great time hanging out with all of you. I hope that you guys felt the same. The content's available on demand. Thank you guys so much. Okay. Moving forward. Our next topic is the future, because we have two things that we have to figure out. The first thing, and this is today.
Okay, I kind of feel like there's nothing else that's important. Whoever does these like timestamps, I kind of like wonder if if someone could like actually like do like an endpoint.
Definitely
Right?
know that you guys were very tired of the reacting stuff. After doing it too. And to
What?
be frank, I DSP versus the internet show, side of reacting to say game trailers and things like that for a very long time. I actually retired my DSP versus the internet show about a year ago. I want to say it was like either late November, December of last year that we actually retired it. And to be frank, I'm glad I did because, man, the other content I've been putting out has just been doing a hell of a lot better. So I definitely know that you guys were very tired of the react.
Yeah, because the way that DSP versus the internet like worked, it kind of was bad. But I almost forgot. So YouTube lately, for some reason, I kind of hate that YouTube does this. It would promote videos that were for members only. Like I've seen that like for Meerkat's channel. Like sometimes I would get like a little bumper like, "Oh, here's this video from Meerkat, members only." It's like, okay, but I saw one for DSP Gaming. I don't remember. I'm gonna open my Finder because I take a picture of it. I'm just gonna read the title. It shouldn't be that hard to see. But I gotta find the right. Oh, here it is. It says, "Thank you for great submissions this week. Keep it up." And a small update shift. And I think this was for I think this was for the politics channel because it said like a little bit after that about about next week's like politics channel thing. So this was in regards to the clips that people were like submitting, and I saw this. I was thinking in the back of my head, it's a 2-minute video, so it's like no, I think it's a nothing burger video, but I was like, I don't ever remember DSP asking people to submit clips as much to this, and then that got me thinking a little bit more about the politics channel again, or the politics show he was doing. Just how much of it, like if someone were to link him a clip, let's say that someone linked him a clip that said that uh that was defending like food stamps or whatever the fuck, right? Let's say it's like everybody in America should get food stamps no matter what. Everyone can apply for it, and it's a video that's like that supports that position and all that stuff. If DSP were to watch that, would he say? Would he go on his little politics show and say, "Yeah, this is a good point, right?" Because like again, like a lot of this stuff that he was reading and all this stuff, it was just like very like ridiculous points that I don't whatever. I've talked about the politics channel when it was fresh, but it's just I kind of wonder if his political opinion, his political takes were guided by the clips that were submitted, right? Because he also has said in the past that he was fortunate to be around like people that were like, I guess, open-minded or something, because he said that if he was around like bad people, he would just emulate them immediately. And I was just like, how old were you when this was a problem? Because I could see like this being a problem for like a very young child, like very young, but I think at some point when you're a little bit older, you're not gonna be like that. You're not gonna like start to be imprinted on by other people, right? At least I'd hope not. Uh, but the DSP versus the internet was just a trash series that was doomed to fail because there was no like vision behind it. It was just all reacted clips, and there was no guidelines, no realistic guidelines, because someone could submit him like a 25-minute video routinely, and then he would say, "Well, I don't know how to moderate that. I don't know, dude. Maybe say, oh, only submit this amount. If someone goes over the limit, you delete the post." Like I don't think that's like a bad thing. He was already saying like, "Oh, nobody can submit like adult only content," right?
Reacting stuff. After
Whatever.
doing it 2 years weekly, I think people were just tired of it. Well, now it's been a year. I haven't done it, right? So maybe kind of a one-time only thing. Maybe we do a Black Friday reacting stream where I basically go back to reacting for a day.
And it will only be for fucking ads. Now, I will say, like, I kind of don't agree with the idea that watching old ads is bad, because there is a level of charm in them. Like, again, Mega 64 used to do this like Martin Luther King like stream celebration that they did, like they do every year. And one year they were playing these like nostalgic like 90s 2000s ads, and I kind of liked watching them because like they're very different. Like it's like you have the something like money right now, like that. I can't remember the name of it now. I need my money. I need my money right now. Like I don't know. I can't remember the thing. You know what I? But anyways, there was that. There was like those iPod commercials, with Game Boy Advance commercials, GameCube commercials. Like these things were kind of like fun to watch. So I wouldn't say that it's a bad idea. However, I think it's bad for DSPs in DSP's case, because this dude is a complete like, I remember that, and then he would just steal fucking Nostalgia Critic's bit, because that's where he came from. Because Nostalgia Critic used to do these like little videos where he would just watch commercials, like Super Bowl commercials, and that's exactly what DSP like stole it from.
What we would then have to do is you guys would have to submit stuff. Like, what kind of stuff do you want to see me react to? Is it comedy skits? Is it other YouTubers' videos? Is it a documentary? You know, what would it be? I haven't reacted to stuff in a
But I
formal
thought that's
setting
illegal.
in a very long time. Would it work? Or are people just going to say, oh, this is boring. Why you stopped doing it to begin with? Why are you doing it again? Okay.
Remember earlier this year he was talking about doing a variety show? What happened to that? What happened to that variety show idea? Oh well.
So I don't know.
I don't know.
What do you guys think? Once again, gifted subs from Shocks
Excuse
this
me.
morning. They supposed wrong and you didn't get stuff. It sounds to me like that's some kind of a glitch.
All right.
I come from Wings community. I'm new here. I'm not familiar
Oh.
with your series,
Oh boy.
but I like how reacting sounds. Okay. Mozzie says, I like the react idea, and I'll suggest a simulator-only stream.
Okay. What do you mean by simulator?
We don't. We literally don't have to do it at all. We could just be a normal day of content. And then the next marathon would be the Christmas
There's like a
marathon.
bug here.
I'd be
That's
okay
what I'm
with that
trying to
too.
kill.
But I just want to do something that you guys want. All right? So let's work together to try to figure this out, what you guys want next, and go from there. Okay?
Okay.
Kinds of sims and stuff.
All right. We're just gonna
So,
move forward positively.
I guess we could figure out, like, let's say we could figure out a few things you guys want me to react to. That way it's a variety
All right.
to event where people pay to suggest certain levels. Yeah, but isn't it true that you could make levels that are like trollish and stuff too? I think I remember with Mario Maker.
Oh my god, this is so stupid. Someone said, "Why don't you do a Mario Maker 2 marathon?" But here's the thing though. He's not gonna do that because Mario Maker 2, guess what? It's an old game. Like, why would he do that? And then he's like, "Oh, you could make troll." Like, you realize you have to beat the level to upload it, right? Like, you can't just like upload a level that you can't beat. Like, so to a degree, you could beat it, and you could also quit it. You could just say he could put it in the terms of service. If there's trolling levels, I have the ability to quit out of it and move on or something. Like, he could do that. Whatever, but who cares?
Maker 1. That's what happened. Is some people suggested troll levels and stuff, but I can't remember. It's been
No,
long.
what happened in Mario Maker 1? He's like jumbling up what happened. Like Loophole, I think, and like other people like just made levels that were saying DSP sucks or whatever the fuck, and that was it. Like, it was just stuff like that. It wasn't like, yeah, people were setting him those levels. He found those levels on his own because he was just going through it.
A long time ago. You're talking over 10 years ago.
But again, like, why not do
Okay.
it? Who cares? But he doesn't want to do it because it's
Buy
an old
games
game.
on Black Friday and then play them. What kind of games? That's another thing we could do.
Oh my god. Why would you tell him to do this? He just bitched about buying games and playing them in the fucking marathon, dude. Alright. I think that's it for this video. We could do a little vibe check on today's Hollow Knight stream. He should be playing. Okay. Did he hit the goal? Did they fucking Oh, someone says gotta love Microsoft. He types in chat, gotta love Microsoft. I don't think, yeah, I think it's on his end, so something happened. I just want to see what happened. Oh, I didn't beat this game, so I'm getting a little spoiled. I hope you guys are happy. But I don't think I'll be making it to this part. I'm not like crazy about this. You know what I'm saying? Okay, did he really just pause at his miserable face? Oh, I bet it pushed an update. Because this guy will just not update beforehand. Like, he just won't do an update, like, overnight. He'll do it, like, during the day.
Okay. You'll be coming back.
Banned for begging.
Well, that was not good. OBS completely crashed in the middle of the boss fight, distracting me, and then I died. Yeah. OBS literally just, like, crapped out and went and shut down.
Oh.
And I looked to the left, and everything had crashed on my PC, and I looked back, and I died. I think I'm having memory issues. I might have to restart the computer. Let me take a look.
Well, you know, it's so good. It's a great thing he just bragged about making a lot of money. He could buy a new PC. Why doesn't he just buy a new PC then, right?
It says, yeah, hold on. First off, let me close.
Remember it used to be one of
Firefox.
you? PC builders?
I have a memory issue.
A memory issue.
It's still saying I have a memory issue. It still says I'm at 75% memory right now. So obviously we got some major memory holes going on.
See, I think he should get a Mac. I know a lot of people are gonna say, Theo, Macs are dumb, Macs suck, but guys, like all weekend I was seeing people saying, "Oh my God, Microsoft's Windows 11 breaks Task Manager. It does like this and that. It's fucked up. Never happens on Apple. That would never happen with Apple. I tell you what. I'm using OBS right now. It never crashed when I streamed. And you know, I did say on the I have another like iMac that has OBS, and I would not allow me to delete scenes or sources without crashing. That is fixed, so I can do that now. I'm just saying, I think Apple is the way to go for him. I think Apple would work. It would just work. He wouldn't have this problem.
80%.
Only $95? Only $95?
Here's what I'll do.
What's he gonna do?
I'm gonna completely close Firefox entirely, okay?
Why does he have Firefox open?
Yeah, it still said, all I got running is OBS, and it claims I'm at 57% memory. So obviously OBS is having issues. So I'm gonna have to do a quick restart, and when I come back, we'll continue with this boss fight. Okay, guys?
Guys, my CPU is at 10%.
So just give me a sec. I'm just gonna.
And the highest it went to was 12. Whoa. Alright, did he ever come back? Yeah, now Windows is updating, despite my having Windows updates set to off. Why, again, why does he just update it? If the computer's gonna update anyway and do what he doesn't want it, why does he do it ahead of time? Whatever.
Basically what happened is I haven't restarted my PC in a little bit. And...
oh my God.
We ready? We're back. It said I was over 7.
That is
okay.
Crazy. He hasn't
Let's jump back in then.
This is something that like a child would do with a computer.
Alrighty, everybody. I'm back. I'm sorry. for the abrupt end to the last video. For those who are on stream, I'm sorry that the stream dropped. Basically, what happened is I haven't restarted my PC in a little bit. And my browser was having massive memory holes, as well as OBS. Like, sometimes OBS will also have memory issues
Whatever.
if you don't restart, and I haven't done it in a bit. So, right in the middle, right when I opened it, so I'm good now. 80 something, so we should be good. Choose for the stream, okay?
All right.
Cool.
Cool. Very cool.
Stream. Hello, hello.
Let's see what do you have.
How are you all today?
I'm just gonna skip ahead in this.
And I tried to add a combination of animations. I was all games.
All right, I don't care about the animations.
We had our clock. We had our clocks.
Oh,
So with the clocks going back
okay.
an hour, everyone's confused. We had people here this morning.
All
It's
right.
all good.
It's all good.
You live,
Don't
and that's
panic.
cool if you don't, because I hate
Why
it,
is
and I
it-
wish we didn't do it.
I wish we didn't do it. I wish we didn't do it. Cool.
We've got You're Not Funny, Mateo. Now that's a unique name. Paperclippy, Copium. On Kick, we've got RGB Kings. Username already taken. Fat Bernard. Dragon, Gingerbread Warrior. Now that's a talk a lot.
Okay.
That's me on Halloween. Don't have a lot of people here right now.
All right.
After that, and I don't know if there's any optional content. So I'm curious.
Why do you have like Ninja Gaiden 1 or 2 or
Am I
whatever the
going
fuck
to
in the
beat the game
background
this
when we're
week?
playing Ninja
'Cause I'm
Gaiden
doing at
4?
least- WCW for Halloween. So if you guys send any, does some kicks. When I was playing Hogwarts Legacy, you wouldn't have been able to hear this. This stuff
What?
was outdated and different then. I'll give you an example. All right? When I was playing Hogwarts Legacy, you wouldn't have been able to hear this.
But he was playing Hogwarts Legacy in February. Why would we?
Because my mic gate was on so strong.
Oh
Sneeze
my
or
God.
cough, you wouldn't know where.
Whatever.
Yeah, everyone. But at the same time, cough or sneeze or
Okay, I don't need to hear that.
the leaderboard does not work. They're gonna fix it. 500 kicks. That's actually the. Like I said, we have animations for 100. Never, right? I don't think I'll ever see that. I don't. When using USB, it 2i or something like that, but it basically does the same exact thing. Sound better is if I had it under me, because the way the mic works is it's a directional mic, and if I had it like this pointed up, it would actually catch my voice at a different angle and it would sound even better. But I don't want to have the mic under me. That cuts the scene. Like, it would be in the way. It would be blocking me. It would be blocking me when I use my camera, you know, for the gameplay. It would be in
No,
front
you
of me.
could have
Like,
it
imagine
like
if I went to
that.
do gameplay and the mic's right here. Like, that's what it would be. Like, in my face. Like, I don't want to do that. That looks
But
like shit.
Then
I know other streamers do it. I
you could just move the camera like over there.
hate it.
Whatever.
I would much rather have
No
the mic
clear
there be
solutions
off
here.
camera. Now, yeah, if I do this, you see it, but you don't see it all the time, right? I don't think that the very slight increase in audio quality is really going to be a big difference. Hi,
Oh.
Jasper.
Yeah,
What's
you heard
going
that,
on?
right?
Jasper Kitty's in the
Hi,
studio today.
Jasper. What's up?
Yeah, that
Say
sounds
hello.
so good.
Heaving chest muscles. You understand? We need.
Okay, I don't need to hear. Who has?
Jasper's watching the animations. You look at the animations, buddy? Here he comes. We need people to see that. My chest, because as I'm getting more and more swole as I work out, we want people to see my
Hello, my fellow kids.
heaving chest muscles. You understand? Here he comes.
Right.
Here's the
Yeah,
cute
this
kitty.
poor cat gets like such dog shit
No,
collars.
in truth, I'm just incredibly self-conscious. I was very upset earlier this year when it was said that I had moobs, and as you can see,
Yeah, we know. We know you hate being having moobs, so you got very insecure about your moobs. Why don't you be proud of them?
I've worked out so hard. I've completely worked them off, and I do not have moobs anymore whatsoever. And I just have muscles that are growing. So there
Well,
you go.
actually, it
I
has
gotta
a normal
show this off
collar.
every
Thank
single
God.
day.
I
There you
I
go.
will say I hated the little bow tie collar. I don't know why. I saw that and I always hated it.
Abdullah says, I know this is
I'm a bow
drama, but
tie
LTG
collar
lost to a
hater.
Master Blanca in Street Fighter 6. He decided to give up the game and throw it away. He was playing as JP. You'd easily steamroll him as a Blanca main yourself. I doubt it. I don't play the game anymore. If I practiced and got back into the game, I probably would. I told you I was watching him when he was playing.
Oh my god. No, no, you're not even touching the game. Fuck
now,
off.
today, if we were to play, he'd beat me because I don't play for a
Yeah,
gifted
yeah,
membership. What am I supposed to do? I need to type. You won't let me type.
You can type.
my
Just
goodness.
type. This dude's acting as if the cat's gonna like
Through
eat his
research,
fingers.
it's been proven when you have a cat, the cat thinks it's a human. That Jasper literally thinks he's just one of us. He has no concept
I heard
that
the
he's
opposite.
not the same level as myself and my wife.
I heard the opposite, that all cats see people as other cats. It's like but I guess he knows that like people are gonna make fun of him for saying that because they're like, oh my god, he's a furry.
So to him, it's like, what are you doing? What are you talking to, kid? I'm right in front of you. I'm, the center of attention right now.
I hate this because cats don't act like this, in my opinion. I don't care what the fuck kind of cat Jasper is. Like, Jaspers, all of them. Like, cats can be whatever, but, like, I mean, come on. This, like, it's a fucking cat.
What's up, Satan? How are you?
Good
afternoon, Queen of Hearts. How are you? We got some weird tips coming in, weird amounts. A troll, it's the same guy. No wonder they're weird amounts. He sent me like small weird amounts today. Yesterday was a good day. We had a good chill start with the podcast. We're doing nice, relaxing fun. Then we had an intense. Thank you. B Chic says I enjoyed both the Pokemon and Mortal Kombat.
Whatever, I don't care.
Okay. How far I am in it or when I'm because I'm not in on this nonsense on the internet.
What?
Operation Paper Clippy is doing a super chat that's some kind of isn't that like a racist number or something? I think it is. I don't know because I'm not in on this nonsense on the internet.
Oh,
I also don't know why they would do the racist number because they haven't been toxic at all in the chat. Let's take a look.
I swear this has happened before, and then he was like, "Oh, I know what this is." Like, dude, literally this little sound clip. If it plays, where is it? Play. Oh my god. Come on. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I may have to unplug it and replug it. It's gonna play. Come on. Oh my god. This is so weird. It used to work. Damn it. Whatever. It was the ack. Who's laughing? I'm not laughing. No, it was I'm an idiot. I think it was the same stream though. But there was a clip where he actually said the thing that number references. He said it out loud. And it tells me he fucking knew what it is. He said, "Isn't that a racist number? Let me look it up." Yeah, dude, like if you know it because it's so specific. It's such a specific thing. If you know what it has to do with racism, you know what it is. Look how long it's taken for him to get this information, though.
Let's see.
No. Like this should not take this long.
Symbol database.
Yup. So are we gonna ban him?
It's part of the hate symbol database.
Oh,
no, that was not what was left in your bank account, dude. Don't lie. Listen, you did it, and you thought I was gonna like just shout it out and not notice it. I called you out on it. You don't have to lie. Just tell me what happened. Like, why did you do it? Do you think it's
dude? He gets super chats that have cents attached, and he'll just say the dollar amount. If you don't want to say the number, just say the dollar amount. Just say like, you know what, $14. If the cents is gonna be a problem, just say that. I mean, whatever. Or just ban them. I don't understand. He's doing this, and it's gonna lead nowhere. Maybe he's gonna, he's gonna like teach him the ways of not being racist. You just have to not be racist, dude. Stop being racist.
You think it's funny or something? Because honestly, I think it's lame. Like, that's so outdated as a stupid thing on the internet. People were doing it like all the rage 5 to 6 years ago. It's just like 1488 everywhere.
He said it though.
Now it's just dumb. It's like way outdated.
Oh my god.
So the bomb says you have 2 main
whatever.
bosses. There's an optional
Then
boss.
why? I love he says it's not a big deal. So then why did you call him out on it then if it didn't bother you? Oh, okay, man.
That's RNG on whether you get the invitation to fight it or not. You probably have enough for 2
And like I said,
streams,
it's
maybe a
outdated.
third
Like
if you go for
you
100%.
realize that some
All
people
right. So
actually
maybe we
use
will beat
it
it this week,
in a
maybe we won't.
meaningful way. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of okay. I mean, that was a fun little segment coming from the guy. I mean, I guess you could say like
Well,
it's
I'm gonna
trolling
put
in this
Operation
case, but
Paperclip be on the leaderboard, but I'm certainly not going to put the number because people would say, "Look, he wrote that on his stream," even though it doesn't mean anything in context of money.
okay. What if he's trying to
I'm just gonna
whatever?
say you did $14. There you
Okay.
go. Okay.
Why did you have to make that weird then? Like if you didn't think it was a genuine thing that
I know it's so
Paperclippy
dumb.
was
Like
doing,
what?
then why
It's just
make
so
it a
stupid.
big
Like
deal?
I said, it's such an outdated, dumb thing.
Okay.
The number itself has no power. It only has power if you say it in context.
Oh
of
my
something
god,
racist
dude!
and
This
stupid.
like no power thing is like frustrating.
It's just a word. It's just a number. It's just a word. It doesn't mean anything.
But
I don't know why
it
people
does
are
have
so dumb.
meaning. It
I
does have a
just
meaning.
don't
That's
get it.
that's how language works. It does have a meaning, except it does. Whatever.
Yeah, again, it's some. I think it's some dumb white supremacy thing or something. I don't care. It's stupid. It has nothing to do with me and my content, so it's not in any kind of context. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't matter. It's
Okay.
just pointless. The guy literally sent me $18 to what? To get his moment on the stream? Who cares? By the way, Truck Sim's back.
Okay, but what if that
I put
person
Truck
is
Sim
a white
animations back into
supremacist
the
in your
frame. I thought
community?
Truck
What
Sim
about
was gonna be
that?
dead months ago, so I took
Like,
it
what
off
if
the
he's
frame,
signaling
and now
that
it's
he
back.
is?
It's been back steadily, so I put it back in there. May the Schwartz be with
Whatever.
you, Dark Helmet. How are you doing?
Okay.
Probably another 15, 20 minutes
That
rest.
that was a.
Can I tell the story? There's no story. My wife and I were in a store on our day off.
Oh my god, they just wanted him to tell him because Cat made a funny joke where Cat was like, "Phil, are you hungry? Look at this!" Like, oh my god, these two have such great humor. I don't know what they're doing, wasting their time doing this. They could go do stand up.
She saw them. She thought this is funny as hell. It's cool. You should get it. I said, all right, fine.
I just
So I
love
bought
it's
'em, and they're actually
food.
pretty good
We're
wrist
all
wraps. They're not
doing
bad at
food
all. They're
here.
pretty
Food,
supportive and
food,
comfy.
food.
And I took the old Cloud ones that I had. Not old. I only had
Oh,
them for
man.
since the beginning of the year.
Guys, I have a desk mat that is Eno and Morgan from the hit game Darkstalkers in the pose of David and God or whatever, right?
Oh, I would genuinely
And
question.
it's Morgan and
'cause a
Lilith.
troll was
We
talking
cannot
about
forget
curls
Lilith. She's with
in
Morgan,
Kit Kat, and
obviously.
gave me this pop into my head.
But that's
Okay.
that's my desk mat.
So
Pretty
I
funny,
never
huh?
used dumbbells before to do exercises like I'm doing now. When
Guys, he uses
theoretically,
dumbbells.
you've got 2 weights on the barbell,
What?
and you're doing a curl. Do you say you're
Theoretically.
curling the full amount of both weights?
Okay.
Because right now, obviously, I've got the 2 independent weights, right? And each one is the same weight, but when I'm curling, I'm only doing it with one arm. So do you
What?
say you're curling that, or do you say you're curling both? I don't understand, like, what is the measurement? Let's just pull a random number out. Let's say 50 pounds, right? If each dumbbell is 50, okay, do you say you're curling 50? Or if it was on the one barbell, it
Oh
would've been
my
curling
god,
50.
just say you're
Okay.
curling 50 and then they think whatever. Like he
So
just
if someone has a barbell,
he
and-
just doesn't want people to be like, he'll say like 50 and I'm like, oh, he's because like, okay, 50, right? How do you do 50 is an well, whatever, fuck it, I don't give a fuck.
they have 250 pounds
Let's
on
say-
there, and they're curling, and they say they're curling 100, they're saying it wrong because they're using both arms. It should be
Yeah.
saying that they're curling 50.
But you gotta say
I was so confused because I haven't done this in so long. I don't think
oh
you're
my
figuring
god.
them out. But in one case, you're saying you're curling 50. In the other case, you're saying you're curling 100. 'cause you're using
I'm
the barbell.
over this workout talk. I wish he would just not work out and get fat like everyone else.
level
What?
I'm at and then add more weight.
Oh
When
my
I
god.
set rather than other
Dude,
exercises. Like I said, I'm
if
still
I
a
wanna
little
listen
bit
to
back,
weight, I'll
still seeing
get a
an improvement,
trainer.
and that's what I'm working on right now. Plural, if you're using dumbbells.
Oh my
That's
god.
absolutely correct. Both. I would like to lose the fat and gain muscle. Right now, it
No
won't go
way,
away.
no way.
And then
That's
you have a day
unbelievable.
when
You
you're not
want
working out
lose weight,
and you
lose
eat,
fat, and
And
gain
then it's like,
muscle.
oh,
Whoa.
you look like you got all bloated and shit. but then you get back to your workout, you know, later in the week and you look fine again. It's just this. It's kind
Isn't
of
this how you feel when you work out? You work out, you feel better
like
about
every
yourself.
time I go online and you look online and people talking about exercising, it's how do you get rid of that? How do you get rid of the spare tire? Because it's so hard. Like, damn, it's gonna be a pain in the ass,
Oh my god.
isn't it? It
It's
sucks.
gonna be a pain in the ass. Yeah, man, I know how you feel.
I should have not let myself get to the point where I had that and now I can't get rid of it, but it is what it is. At least I'm working out now. You know?
Yeah, feel insecure about your fucking body.
No, that's correct. You lose fat with dieting, not with lifting weights. You're absolutely correct. But when you're working out, now your body craves protein and good things because your muscles need that to keep their muscle level.
Oh, the good things?
So
okay,
it works
good.
hand in
I didn't
hand.
know that.
You need to be working out, but you also need to be eating better. You have to do both. You can't just do one or the
Oh my god, dude. I can't believe that. You have to not only work out, but you also have to eat healthy. That sounds like bullshit.
other. If you do one, you'll get some progress, but if you do both, that's the optimal.
Right. Wow. Is he gonna tell me that water's good too? Your body craves water. It craves electrolytes. That's what the plants want.
That's right. High protein, low fat, low carbs as well. But as long as you're also having protein with it, tired as shit and you need the energy boost, not wasting the food. Do you know what? If you're having things that aren't necessarily good for you, like let's say you're having some carbs, but as long as you're also having protein with it, then it's like you're not wasting the food. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you're just sitting there eating carbs, that's not necessarily really going to help you unless you're like tired as shit and you need the energy boost, right? But if you're eating carbs with protein, now at least you're getting the protein that you need along with the carbs is kind of like your treat along with the protein, if that makes sense.
Aren't carbs also good for you, but like it's in moderation and shit, right? Like it's not like carbs are like completely bad.
Most people refer to the weight I'm curling as single weight, meaning if you
Okay.
it's still freaking
Let's move on positively. We'll pretend that we cared and we listened to that.
to the level of weight where I would lose weight right
Oh my
now,
god!
because it's kind of immediate relief. Then maybe they can get to the better diet, the working shape, and so you know what I'm saying. They're so bad off. They need that in habits, and I would lose weight. I would need Ozempic. Skittle, how you doing? 3 months as a member. Did I ever consider Ozempic? No, I've never.
Of course he wouldn't. He's not fucking obese. Like the only people that would use, like, you know, I'm kind of whatever on obese people using Ozempic. My only concern I have with it really is, diabetics need Ozempic. Like diabetics need that. Like they can't, you know, decide I don't want my Ozempic today. I'm gonna go on without it. Like they do need it, and I would be kind of like afraid that if more people took it that aren't at a life or death situation, that they're gonna like, you know, ruin the supply or whatever for people who actually need it. That's like my only concern. But I wouldn't say. But I don't. But it's like kind of whatever. Like, you know, it is whatever. But it's just it should not get in the way of like diabetics. Diabetics need that way more than them. You know.
I have never been.
It's like whatever
to the level of weight where I would need Ozempic.
I don't know how to describe
it. I mean? Like even at my heaviest, which was like I said, around 245 pounds. All I simply needed to do was change my diet and my habits, and I would lose
because
weight
you're not fucking
right
obese,
now,
we get it.
Kind of make or break. I would think those kind of drugs are for people who are like grossly overweight. They need that immediate relief right now because it's kind of make or break. And they can't do it because they've been so out of shape and so, you know what I'm saying? They're so bad off. They need that immediate relief first. Then once they get the immediate relief, then maybe they can get to the better diet, the working out and everything, but they need to drop the weight right instantly. And I've never been to that point in my life.
But okay.
He's swole. I don't know who the hell that is. Joey
Swole. Oh, Joey Swole. I think it's like a Twitter guy. What did you say about Joey Swole, though?
I don't know who the hell that is. Joey Swole.
I thought it was like some like offhanded remark. Like, I know who he is. I remember
soda
him.
is like the absolute worst thing you could ever do to yourself. Drinking soda. Soda is atrociously bad. It is pure calories. Your body doesn't need it for things that are healthy.
Right, but it's not like you're
You'll
gonna fucking
immediately see
become
results,
obese if you
like
drink
immediate.
one can.
The
You just have to
the
control
only
yourself.
exception is if you cut out soda, but you replace it with something else equally sugary. Like, oh, I'm not drinking soda anymore, but now I'm drinking like fucking fruit juice blend with added sugar. Okay,
That's what he did. He did that.
that's not gonna help you. But if you go from like soda,
But you say that about juice. You realize that sugar is also in fruits, right? Like, does he know that fruits and vegetables also have sugar?
to real juice or
Whatever.
soda to water or soda to seltzer or soda to anything that's a dramatic decrease in calories, you're going to see an immediate result. Drink. Now it's not anymore.
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. The villain says Crystal Light. Crystal Light is actually something that used to be a diet drink. Now it's not anymore, but it
Oh.
actually used to be sold as a soda alternative diet drink that if you drink the Crystal Light, it still has flavor, but it's
Crystal
very low calorie. And
Light.
that soda, right? You'll say, oh, I really need a soda right now. I'm craving it. Shit. Now guess what? You want another soda. It's loaded with calories, so you feel like hyper. Then all of a sudden, you crash and you feel like shit.
But that's the same with
Now
sugar.
guess what? You want another soda. Of energy, and when it goes away, you feel like ass, and you want to
Sugar
drink
does
another.
that too. I
So
mean,
you
so
got
does coffee.
soda's, like, so
he drinks coffee. Coffee does the same
fucking
thing.
bad
You
for
crash with that too.
The other thing that's bad for you, coffee with a ton of cream and sugar.
How much cream and sugar are you putting in one cup? I usually just put like milk in my coffee, like very little of it, but it's like enough. That's all I do. I don't do sugar and that. I mean, whatever. Like, it is what it is.
It's just as bad. You get a
but I only
caffeine
drink like
boost,
one cup.
and you get a sugar boost, but then you crash because you put sugar in your body, and then you want another one. And people don't realize that. Like, if you drink a black coffee, okay. But if you're putting all this fucking creamer and sugar and all these calories in there, it's just as bad as a soda.
I don't think the milk is what makes you crash. I mean, it's probably
Red Bull is fucking terrible.
whatever. It is what it is.
No, you should not be drinking those. Get any of it. You don't absorb it. You're just pissing it right into the toilet.
Okay.
And you're getting a crash. You're getting. There you go. And then you should water. That's flavor, right? And you alternate. Then you get used to the seltzer water. Then you go turkey, quit the soda. You should not
What?
cold turkey quit anything. You should always use slow substitution. So right now, if
This is weird because I did used to drink a lot of soda like when I was younger, and then I just stopped and drunk like, seltzer water, normal water pretty easily. Like, it was a pretty easy thing to like stop. Alcohol to a point can be hard, but that's like if you're like a routine alcoholic and you're like deep into it. But that's like
if you're addicted to soda, you don't
That's different.
cold turkey quit the soda. You should wean yourself off.
he's
of
talking
it. You
about
have one
soda as if it's like fucking cocaine or some shit. Like, I've never seen anyone like deal with that as much. I mean, maybe a
soda, but then you have a seltzer water.
a
That's
small
flavored,
degree, but I
right?
don't know.
And you alternate. Then you get used to the seltzer water. Then you go no soda, just seltzer water, right? And then you go a slow transition. Now I've gone to water. I'm just on filtered water. I don't even have sweetener in here. I'm just drinking pure filtered water.
Okay, why are you putting sweetener in water? That's kind of weird.
And I'm so used to it.
Maybe just for taste, but like
I don't mind. At one point, I was afraid that if I just went to
I
water,
think
I
it's
would
weird
hate it
because he
'cause of the
acts as if
flavor.
it's like a
But
step
now
to
it's
do
good.
something, right? Like, usually people do sweet
Sold
like
at 2
that
a.m.
kind of
to
stuff for
$2 Supercharges,
taste.
but I like brain implosion
But it's
energy.
like whatever.
Yeah, but your body isn't going to thank you for it when you're getting older and you realize you destroyed it.
Okay, everything you do destroys your body. Like okay.
Have cans of it, bottles of it in the fucking house. Correct.
What?
You'll save a lot of money just drinking water because let's say, think of it this way. Soda, you're constantly buying it. You have to have cans of it, bottles of it in the fucking house. You have to store it, you have to carry it everywhere. It's a pain in the ass.
Oh my god, this is like baby shit. I have to carry it. I don't want it. No, I don't want to carry it. Like, what are you, a fucking little baby?
It really is. Seltzer water, same thing.
Why does he
when
drink
I
from
was
the
buying
faucet? Why does he drink from the faucet then? Why does he need the Brita filter? He has to take the Brita filter out of the refrigerator, refill it with water when it's running low, put it back in the refrigerator. That's too much work. Just drink it from the faucet.
Every week I was going to the grocery store and coming home with 12 giant bottles of seltzer water. It's a pain in the ass. You're buying it, you have to carry it all around. With the
Oh my
filtered
god,
water, all you
dude!
need
This is that's so baby mode. Oh my god, I have to carry things. Oh, boo-hoo.
Is the pitcher. You buy the pitcher, it has the filter. You fill it every morning. That's it. You don't have to carry nothing. You don't have to
That
spend nothing. You buy the filters. The filters last months and months. An average
Oh
filter
my
for
god.
pure lasts, I think it's like 3 to 4 months, and the water tastes great. So you just keep
That's
using the
so
filter.
much
It
work.
lasts
Why
a
not just drink
long-ass
from the
time.
faucet? You live in Seattle. Like I know that there's a lot of talk of like removing protections for drinking water, but I don't know if that has happened in any meaningful way yet. But maybe he's gonna be proven right in the future. We're gonna start dumping trash and drinking water. That may happen.
I've heard of those. Like the bomb says, what about if you get a CO2 canister, you can make your own carbonated water. If you really desire the carbonation, I don't think the carbonation hurts anything.
All right, okay. Like, dude, it's so annoying. His main issue why he dropped Seltzer because he didn't want to carry the boxes around. Oh my god, this dude
Thanks for
cannot
the early support,
be
by the way,
pampered
everybody. We'll
enough.
probably chill for about another 10 where we start with Silk Sonic. So we have all of today will be the first reason here today. We're gonna have a high, I think, of 48. It's currently 49.
This is like a long video for no reason, by the way. So I'm sorry.
We're getting caffeine headaches. It's like getting off.
What?
Well, that depends. Queen of Hearts says when you get off soda, you'll start getting caffeine headaches. It's like getting off of a drug. I recommend drinking tea because you'll get the caffeine and you can regulate your sugar. That is true if you've always been drinking soda that has caffeine in it. A lot of soda doesn't have caffeine in it or has low caffeine. It's like if you're talking like Coke and Pepsi, that definitely has caffeine that then your body gets addicted to. You're right in that regard. Let me blow my nose because I just sneezed.
Okay.
Cool. Did I prefer Stick of Truth or Fractured Butthole? A Stick of Truth. See, Element really worked. Stick of Truth had literal.
Okay, I don't care about the South Park games. I mean, they're not doing anything else with that, so it is what it is.
Oh, can we get some more support? Come on.
Let's get some more support.
And can we get our first tip of the day? There it is.
Okay. Daily Silk Song thumb segment.
I told you guys, I would drop workout videos for 5 bands.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I've upped the reps. Yeah, I mean, since you guys liked Silk Song so much,
What?
and I enjoyed it so much, and you guys are saying Hollow Knight is even easier than this, I wouldn't be opposed to playing Hollow Knight. I know we can't do it right away. If you want to see me play Hollow Knight,
Oh my god, we're gonna dingle Hollow Knight forever. Oh my god. He did the same shit when he beat Metroid Dread. Oh, maybe I'll play Hollow Knight. And then he never played it. We're doing it again.
Has a nice candle, and
then when he plays it, he's gonna be even more mad when he doesn't hit the goal.
First, Gary says, I'm playing. You still have PlayStation Plus. Because remember, I was playing CVS 2 online, but I never canceled it. So I think I still have. I'm paying for it like an idiot. Shit. I should cancel that.
Yeah, you should cancel it. Bleh.
So, in mid-October, if you guys remember, for like 3 nights, I played indie games. All these horror indie games. Remember that?
Oh my god.
And then during the Halloween Marathon, I played a few indie-style horror games. I've been getting emails like crazy from indie devs sending me their
I thought you don't get. Oh my god. Okay, let's
game saying play the game. Here's a code. Here's our new indie game that just came out. Please play it on your stream.
I love that he acts as if these indie developers are like groveling to his feet because they're indie devs. Fuck off, dude. They're just people are like, oh, you play this, you want to play that? That's it. He's like, yeah, they're fucking groveling at me. Like he talks to them as if they're like a fucking like they're lesser people almost. It's really weird.
It happens all the time when you play indie games like that. Basically, these indie devs will then reach out and hope that you'll play their game, even if it means that they just.
But the thing is, what's funny when he says this, he has said he's been getting offers every day for years, for actual years. He says, yeah, I get offers from indie games, but I don't do them. But the thing is, like, Stream Elements sends you like almost every day like little promotion emails. Play this indie game. I kind of feel that's what DSP is responding to or looking at.
You just get a little bit of like exposure because it's so hard. It's like cutthroat right now to get your game noticed because there's so many indie games being
Oh my
released at
god,
once.
this dude.
No, not mobile games. I'm talking about Steam releases. I keep getting emails from indie devs who want me to play their game, and I'm like, it's not really what I do. You know, I'm not that kind of guy who every day I'm just playing random indie games.
But I guarantee you, if a AAA company was like, Phil, we want you to play Ass Creed 1000, he'd be like, guys, I'm playing Ass Creed. He would do it for that. AAA only.
Kind of a whim. I did some of that in October, but that's not my regular stuff. Yes, Final Fantasy Tactics, I absolutely loved both games in the series. I've played them both. Or was it PSP?
I'll never play the new one.
All the lights.
Alright, now let's do a vibe check on the goal. Oh shit, he's gonna do it. Oh, he unbanned Titanite slab. Thanks for the unban, Phil. I will miss this playthrough when it's over. Okay. That is it for this video. This video's been going on for far too long. Hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you in the next video. By the way, read Fire Punch. Fire Punch has been a very good manga I've been reading lately. It's by Fujimoto, who did, like, you know, Chainsaw Man, the most recent thing. But Fire Punch is so fucking good. I've been loving it. I'm like a little bit over halfway over finished with it. It's a masterpiece. It's classic. It's so good, so fucking good. I'm debating doing a video talking about it. So yeah, read it. Read Fire Punch. Read it. Read Fire Punch. All right. See you in the next one. Bye.